Why would she not bring the baby monitor? Oh my god, is he gonna be gone? Why would she not wake him the fuck up? I would wake him the fuck up and I would say, dude, you're supposed to be watching the fucking door. Where's she going? Oh my god, is she gonna try and break it down? That's not her? No, I think it is. I think she's just walking weird. She just knows how to pick a lock with a fucking screwdriver. If she doesn't wake him up and she dies, that's just like a natural selection. I'm not saying it's not. If she wants to go in there, that's fine. I understand the investigative part. But if she doesn't wake him up and just like walks in alone. What? Oh my god, is it like a Coraline situation? Is this a door on like a mysterious door that appeared and now there's the daughter's going to be in this world? Oh, I thought he was a zombie for a second, bro, the way he was staring. You see that shit? Right there, he looks like he could actually just be like a fucking possessed creature. Just stumbles in. What the fuck? It is like a Coraline situation. Maybe it's just like an alternate universe. Do you think they're gonna steal the kid? That's so fucking weird if they steal the kid, though. I understand they're mourning parents, but you would so... Bro, all of that would be fully clouded by the fact that you just entered a fucking alternate dimension. Like, if they're like, we gotta take Ellie. We gotta, it's our kid. I'd be like, bro, those are duplicates of you. I feel like let's wake them up and maybe be like, hey, we're the same person. Isn't that a little weird? Why don't we talk about that, you know? Oh, you think it's a time loop? How are you saying it's a fucking loop? But did their kid just go missing? The door's still fucking there. What are we painting? She's painting over the door. She's painting over the door. Yeah, that's really going to blend in with the fucking wall. They took the kid. But you wouldn't, that's not your kid. Bro, that's like a Rick and Morty. You know Rick and Morty, how in, fucking spoiler alert, like one of the earlier seasons, they fuck up so bad they kill everybody on their universe, and then they just teleport to another one and take the place of a previous Rick and Morty that just died. That's exactly the same. The entire time, bro, like your siblings, your kids, your family members, your friends, you'd be like, you're not blank and blank. You're not Matt. You're not Frank. You're like another guy in another, like the dude I knew, even if you're exactly the same, it'd be like a clone. It'd be like the dude I knew is dead. Damn, so then they're gonna find the same shit and they're just gonna like infinitely steal a kid from, or do you think they're gonna take it back? do you think that it's a loop where it's like, okay, so there's a few options. It's a one-time thing, their kid died or got kidnapped, they find a door, steal another dimension's kid, boom, close, done. It's a loop where infinitely the couple steal another couple's kid and then it'll just go like that forever. Or it's a game of cat and mouse, and now this is only 2 dimensions, and like every night they're just going to bounce between each other's. Because if the door's there for them, it's there for the other people, right? So they're just going to bounce between each other. That was a good video, bro. I really liked that. Chat next video. Sleep Talker. Ooh, she's a nurse. The husband sleep talks, potentially. I mean, I kind of think like one creek and I would have investigated that shit. I hate the house is settling answer to weird noises. Oh, it's just the house. What? What? Was it just built? One creek and I would have left. One creek, I'm investigating that shit. The fuck? What? What was that weird noise? Oh, it was just the house. Dude, it sounds like somebody's fucking choking or gagging themselves. Maybe you want to go peep that? Let's turn on the stair light, why don't we? Or let's not. Yeah, let's just walk through slow as hell. Oh, fuck off.
Hey, babe. Is everything okay?
You gotta wake his ass up. The fuck you just talking to him? He's asleep. I'm jolting his ass awake. The fuck? I'm gonna go roll him immediately. Wake up!
Everything's okay.
Nope, waking him up. Why is the window open?
Why is the window open?
I needed to get in.
Needed to get in. You crawled through the fucking window?
Okay.
Oh my god, do you think that's something pretending to be him sleep talking and the real him's dead? Like the movie The Thing.
You're gonna laugh about this in the morning.
I can tell you right now, Brooke is waking my ass up. I feel like she's a little bit crazy for like not waking him the fuck up. Like, bro, you can fall back asleep if you're tired, no problem. Get the hell out of here. Ew. He's bleeding. And now you wake him up because you're a nurse. Oh my god, is he dead?
Oh my god. Curtis? Curtis, wake up. Curtis?
Stop.
Normal nurse, probably calling an ambulance right about now, but no.
Don't touch us.
Ew.
What?
Stop, or I'll have to stop you.
Walking out of the room, shutting the door, calling for help. Like, what? What? Oh, I'll have to stop you. Okay, that's all I needed to hear. The door was open, the window was open. You said you had to crawl in to get here, and you have a weird gash on the back of your neck. And you're saying you're going to stop me if I turn on a fucking light. Oh! Holy shit! Oh my god! What the fuck is that? No way. Oh my god. Is that him? What is that? What the fuck?
Curtis?
Oh my god, it's alive. It's moving. I thought it was like a wax figure.
You interrupted us. You weren't supposed to see me.
What, was he gonna kill and replace him? I'm drop kicking his ass, bro. You kidding me? I'm trying. I think I would be slightly frozen in fear, but I think I would do the jump double kick right to the fucking chest. Haul ass out of there. Oh, he's huge. What? Why is he like 8 feet tall? Where's she sitting?
What are you doing?
Before we make contact, we needed to know that we can talk.
Oh, is he like puppeteering him? What is that? Before we make contact, I needed to know if we could talk. Like he's an alien?
Curtis, can you hear me?
Bah, the gummy's a no-go. You have to take into account here, man. You know, like team morale. You know, this guy might not be getting rebounds and he might be 0 for 3 on threes, but like, you know, he's just bringing vibes to the table. And, you know, that matters a lot.
Grade for the class, if that makes sense.
No, that's super cool. I've never seen anybody.
He's got JV talent but varsity vibes. Where do you place him?
do anything like that.
Yeah, it's different. It just makes practices super competitive. You know what you're doing right, you know what you're doing wrong all the time. So we step over here, kind of the film room side. This is kind of like the player, eventually it'll be kind of like the player lounge side of things. Right now, this is obviously where we have some film in here. We got our legacy wall over here. This is kind of one of the cooler parts of the room because, once you graduate from the program, you get to sign the wall. So anyone that's played here and graduated from Allen, they come and sign the wall on senior night. Technically, we got one NBA guy, Isaiah Stevens. He's playing with the Miami Heat right now as a rookie. Probably the most decorated Colorado State basketball player in history, but most of our guys are just really good college players. And then this is something kind of unique and different that I feel like we've done. This is kind of operates as our press.
Even then though, you could play, I know a lot of guys that would play D1, be really good in college, not good enough for the NBA. They just move to Europe. You're not going to make millions of dollars a year, but you can make $120K a year full benefits playing for a German team or some shit.
Conference room too, at times, and we have a separate room, but after every game we do post-game press conferences. We have a student media team that's kind of helping us run that, just helping.
Post-game press conference?
These guys develop interview skills, I think he's gotten.
That actually is pretty good to get media training.
A lot better over the last few years at answering questions and things of that nature, so not a lot of teams do that, at least public schools around here. So this room won't overly impress, but this is something we're still working on. We just literally started this year, we started put together. It's an old closet training room. We still got to update some stuff, but it is unique because a lot of our guys come in here and we have the Normatec boots, and it's kind of a recovery room. So yeah, these guys would be napping in here all the time. Snooze cam is on high alert in here, but we just keep the Normatec boots in here, recover.
Yeah, this high school's rich as fuck, bro. I remember that used to be the big thing, dude. Those pants that are cold or hot or whatever, and they fucking help you not be sore and recover mad quick.
Every stuff.
Yeah, Normatecs are at least $600. Yeah, those are expensive as fuck. And they got 4 pairs of those casually in one training part of their. They probably have 100 of them.
Hyper ice in the fridge, things like that. We kind of use that fridge as a nutrition.
Actually, though, bro, they probably have $50K worth of fucking Normatec gear just in their high school
area to we'll throw muscle milks and things like that in there. How good they have it yet, but maybe one day they will.
As we made our way through campus, we walked past their massive 4,000-seat arena that is quite literally bigger than the one that I had at my college. However, the gym currently had AP testing going on, so we didn't get a good look on the floor, but during game days, I've heard this place gets rocking. Their student section is full nearly every single game, but they have something special that I've never seen at the high school level.
I don't know if anyone's doing it in the country, but we're truly making it into a college basketball environment. So at our games, our student section's packed. You got stuff flashing up on the screens during the game, videos, goofy.
Bro, do they have player intros? Nah, dude, that is hard. You get a player intro in high school? That's fucking sick, dude. They're not just introducing your team or calling out your name. You have a filmed edit of you. Oh my god.
Stuff.
Do you guys have a media team that's creating this stuff that are students here?
Yes, yeah, we're starting to build.
And that is crazy because even if you're not athletic, but you want to be in the sports media space, this is probably also a pretty good spot to be because you could get involved in that where any other high school you wouldn't be able to.
So we're going on year 2 of having a student media team. We also have a video guy and a photographer that are with.
What the fuck? This looks like the NFL headquarters. I went to the NFL headquarters to film that video. Bro, this is dead ass as high tech. We have 3 movie cameras. Who the hell is doing the talks here?
That's kind of full time. I don't want to sound arrogant, but there's a lot of these that just are around the school. So a lot of our teams here are successful. I mean, what is it? This is volleyball. This is state title basketball 2018. This is mostly just tournaments and stuff. I think some of the state trophies are actually down here. So we'll step out here. This is the school side. So everything on this side is only really.
I don't want to say I'm surprised that they don't have more players that are pro, but is this a newer high school? Because something with facilities like this, I'm actually shocked they're not churning NBA and NFL players. They said they have, 1 or 2 NFL players and, 3 NBA players. I feel dude, this looks like a facility that would have, everyone.
Accessible to, athletes for the most part. Obviously, you can see the football stadium over there from the window. If you want to make jewelry, you can go to the...
Bro said, look at that clock, bro. Out of everything, you're impressed by the digital clock. Ours has a battery and a fucking hand clock, dude. I'm sitting there trying to read that shit. They got all digital?
You can go to the jewelry making class. Yeah, I can't say that they offer jewelry making at my.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, is that a jewelry store?
Yeah, I can't say that they offer jewelry making at my high school, but you know, there's something for everybody here, I guess. As you keep walking, they just.
This is just a college, bro. This is just a college with easier classes. The campus is the same. You have weird ass electives that like are very, you know, untaught at the high school level.
Branch off like to the sides. Yeah. And there's just like classroom. I mean, on both floors.
Hold on. So when you guys were freshmen, or I guess what, sophomores when you're here, did you guys get lost?
First day.
Oh, first day for sure.
Yes. Yes.
First day, like I was here, the hallways were so crowded because so many people are trying to like find a way to get to class.
I avoid when the bell rings. If I gotta go somewhere, I wait like 3 minutes because I'm not. It's like New York City. Like everybody's just like penguins.
You drove in here when people were leaving. That's a lot of cars.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. I wonder what those halls be sounding like, dude. Yo, imagine at McAllen High School in 2018. That shit, yo, I guarantee you motherfuckers be like, that shit was a movie. You'd be walking in the hallways hearing this. Lucid Dreams. Coming out of 9 different speakers.
Yeah.
As we head downstairs, this cafeteria
Mo Bamba. Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck.
is what shocked me the most on this campus. Instead of your milk and stale pizza like most schools have, this place has real restaurants, including an on-campus Subway. Like, what? But somehow this still...
I'm not going to call Subway a restaurant, but they have an espresso machine. What? They have an espresso maker. Yeah, this is literally just a college dining hall.
But somehow this still isn't even the craziest part.
So this is the cafeteria. We have A lunch, B lunch, C lunch, and D lunch. We have so many people, so everybody can't fit at lunch at the same time. You can eat anywhere. We have like almost a dozen restaurants you can choose from. Subway, Pizza Hut.
So you're a public school and you have
Pizza Hut.
Subway in your cafeteria.
Yes, we have Subway, and it's pretty good too, actually.
All right, let's just go look. What the? It's like a mall cafeteria.
And again, you notice the amount of tables that are not being used right now. Elections.
Subway, Pizza Hut. Is that Mexican over there?
Cactus, burger joint. Oh, what's this one? Is this panini?
Yeah, this is like fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
What's your go-to?
My go-to Subway, or I get some fried chicken, or I get some. It's like a Panda Express.
Walk up to the Subway. Let me get some olives. Let me get more olives. Why don't you put some shredded lettuce on that?
This is wild. I love the lighting. Make it feel a lot bigger than it actually is.
There you go. Never mind. Walk away.
100%. It's kind of like my house that I'm trying to get right now. We're trying to go for the high ceilings. It makes you
Big
feel.
Texas houses, man. Come on now.
Oh my gosh.
Where to next?
What are they called? Mopeds, right?
Oh my God.
Our security guards like Segways. They ride
They got Paul Blart in this motherfucker.
around on these things. We have like 15, 20. This place is secure. We feel very safe here. Hey, there's a little mini Tuffy right here. One of our
Well, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they should have like TSA for motherfuckers to get in here, dude.
mascot just casually walking through the hallway. This is kind of cool. Like, I don't know, this kind of shows you like, I would say the school spirit here is pretty high. If you've ever seen a pep rally or a video of like some of that stuff that went viral, like, I mean, we packed the gym, 6,000, 7,000 students. Faculties, pep rallies here are a pretty big deal, big part of our community. Sports are a pretty big part of our community. Obviously with football being excellent, wrestling, every program here is top notch, so.
What do you think, what are you guys doing as like a basketball program? Because obviously football's won all the state championships, you know, huge pedigree of NFL players. What are you guys doing as a basketball program to kind of keep pace and try to get to that level that they're doing?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this, you know, just being our second, third year going in now, like, we're trying to build it. I mean, they won state.
Yo, there's one kid here that sells mad drugs. I was just thinking about that shit. Somebody said premium vape detectors. Bro, when you said that, in my head, I was like, yo, there's one kid that just deals crazy drugs here.
Championship here in 2018, had some great players come through, but no.
7,000
What they've been able to do in football, like, we're definitely trying to get.
You're sitting in class and Channing Tatum sitting next to you. He's like, yo, you know where I could get some meth? What?
To that level. I mean, going to the national championship this year.
Dude, you're like 40. Shh.
Get to state Texas was definitely a big step for our program. I'm just trying to be more of a nationally prominent name in the basketball world is, you know, kind of our goal. In Texas, I mean, you got Duncanville, like, that's what most people think of when they think of Dallas basketball. You got Faith Family, Dynamic Prep. There's a lot of good basketball here, and we just want to be in that conversation of one of the top schools in the country year in and year out. We do have our own, like, campus store, so they can buy merchandise.
Just get some 7'8" Ukrainian guy to just come to McAllen, bro. I mean, like, what are we doing? Dude, we're really trying to be like top of the squad, man. Just get some 7'2" fucking basketball player from Europe.
And things like that. Again, goes back to the branding. Like, if you leave this
Get a
school,
Lithuanian guy to come play on your team.
graduate and you don't feel a sense of pride of like being an Allen Eagle, it's kind of hard not to. I mean, you're just surrounded by people that care and love about the school. So we got graduation next week, which will be I mean, you can imagine how long graduation is here. From A to Z, it's gonna take a little while.
You do it all one day?
Yo, I left my shit after they called my name, bro. They said, please don't leave after they, not in high school, in college. In college, they're like, stay till the end. They try to wave you on. You shake their hand, they go, Joe Bartolozzi. Shake their hand, they're like, oh, this way. I go, oh no, I gotta pee. I just fucking walk out of there. Thanks for the diploma. Huh. What am I gonna stand there and watch? Like, cause this is the way that I'm thinking about it. Number one, I got places to be, right? When I graduated, I went and ate at fucking PF Chang's. Had to get the lettuce wrap, okay? It was crazy. I was hungry as fuck. Number two, I had an Airbnb reservation because I was going to get hammered that night. Number three, I don't know anyone in my class. And number four, if their last name started with a B, I know their ass would leave before me. So let's get out of here. Their last name's Zarofsky. Oh, you're not gonna fucking stay? No.
Yes.
In the gym?
Yes, and they have fireworks and a drone show.
In the gym?
No. It's in the it's at the football stadium. So yeah, this is kind of cool. This is our newsroom. This is where we do a student news show every day. It airs on everyone's TVs in every class. It's like a 5-6 minute deal where they give sports updates, school updates in general, which is pretty cool. I mean, it just automatically shows up on everyone's TV at the same time. So,
these are some state-of-the-art camera equipment here, man.
yeah, it's super big time. As we kind of grow our student media team, like this is what I'm trying to tap into too, is because we have a lot of talented kids here. It's such a big school, but like there's programs like this that as a basketball program, like we can partner with and collaborate with.
How are we still inside?
You're still in the high
It
school.
just keeps getting bigger.
This is called the PAC, or the Performing Arts Center, right? If you go through those doors, that's like our auditorium, like huge, kind of where we do meetings and stuff. This is our store. I guess it looks like it's closed right now, but this is where they sell like hoodies and hats and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, this is our culinary kitchen. We have a student-run restaurant here called the Blue Cafe, which is right around this corner. There's a
Yeah, I got food poisoning at the Blue Cafe.
chef here. He teaches the class, but they're selling, you know, they're like, as a teacher, you can come here any day and buy lunch. I guess it's after hours right now, so they're shut down, but it's a restaurant. So you can go in there, you can sit down, they'll take your order, like, pretty crazy.
That newsroom's nuts. It's like full-scale Oscar level. Oh look, speaking of that, there's a Grammy.
Oh, someone got a Grammy here?
Allen High School, the Grammy Foundation, 2011. All right, add it to the list. There's a Grammy. That's super cool.
Any other things that
What? Somebody got a Grammy in high school here?
I should be mentioning about our fine arts department?
Well, they've got the largest band in the world.
Yes, that.
Band in the world.
In the world?
Yeah. When there's football
High school,
games,
I'm
the
guessing.
band itself is, I think, 600-700. Then of course they've got
600-700?
yeah, and then we
6 or
that was a good one. 700 students on the fucking band team, bro. They probably got 100 people playing the triangle.
6.
you gotta add in. Also, they've got the
You have 700 students. That's 10% of their student population. That means 1 in 10 kids are in band.
color guard and talent. When you include all of them, it may get up. I don't know if it gets over 700 or 800, but it's
Wow.
It pretty much fills the whole field. It's almost hard to march. There's so many of them.
So when you guys do like tryouts for high school, how many kids are at tryouts?
Crowds here are pretty tough. I mean, you got to cut a lot of really good kids. You might get 150 kids that show up for a junior varsity tryout. Oh, we have a bank in the school. We do have a bank as well.
Bro, 150 trying out for JV. You're a 5'6" wide receiver that hasn't hit his growth spurt yet.
So for our senior right here, you can actually apply for
Wait, what do you mean a bank? They have a bank?
a scholarship if he opens an account with us. For all my sophomores here,
Oh, hell no. You can get a scholarship, potential scholarship, if I open a bank account. Oh, fuck off.
So for our senior right here, you can actually apply for a scholarship if you opened an account with us. For all my sophomores here, we actually have paper grades, so I'm sure you guys have good grades, right?
Paper grades?
Yeah, paper grades. Basically, for every A you make on your report card, we can give you $25, and for every B you make, we give you $5.
Can I open a
It's now sounding a little bit more enticing. Every A grade you get $25 per semester. Dude, you're in like 8 classes.
bank account here?
You actually can. So all staff and students get a free account for, they get a free account because they are they work here.
Employees,
Also you are students here. So.
This campus truly is absolutely insane. But across the street is where things get really crazy. Outside of their track team's own field and facility, the dozen tennis courts on campus, and the massive baseball fields you see, Allen football is truly the heartbeat of this city, and it sells out nearly every single game. Now fans line up hours before kickoff on Friday nights and tell
Yo, on God, if I was head QB of McAllen High School, I would so take fucking money to dive that game, bro. If I was the head of McAllen football and I was the QB, I'd be like, bro, give me 10 racks and I'll fucking throw this game. I know that's illegal too. I'd be like, yo, I don't give a fuck. There would be some dad that would be like, yo, dude, I'll slide you 10K, man. I'll get you into Yale.
get in the parking lot like this is a college game. Eagle Stadium is bigger than most Division
Dude, tailgating a high school football game?
I programs and can hold nearly 22,000 people, including standing room.
I get rowdy drunk. I just start screaming at one kid on the bench. You fucking suck! You fucking suck! You think you're gonna go somewhere with that fucking Army piece of shit? You're fucking third string, buddy.
The school's previous
You're not playing.
stadium was actually built in 1976, but Allen was growing so fast and the games kept selling out that the school was forced to bring in standing bleachers for each game. Now this was expensive and costed nearly $250,000 a season, so they said screw it and decided to build a new one. All in all, adjusting for inflation, this glorious stadium cost nearly $82 million. And while everything around it in this entire
Where's the money coming from, bro? What?
complex is what truly makes it so special.
At the football field now, what is the building that we're about to walk into right now?
Yeah, this is like facilities.
It's like training here as well. If it's like raining or it's like the weather's not good for you, you can come in here. It's like a smaller mini football field in here. And like, yeah, people just be
They
going
have an indoor football field?
here and just work out.
Let's check it out, man. Let's see what we got. Oh boy.
More of these. Someone went to the Super Bowl. A couple guys. Yeah, Kyler Murray's kind of the most well-known guy. Yeah, he's decent at football.
Kyler Murray, the best high school athlete of all time. I think he is. Let me know.
So indoor, you can tell it's kind of got that like 90s vibe almost.
Oh, it's gritty
You know what
in
I mean?
here.
Isn't it?
Pads are shaking in here.
Look at like the
Bro, this is, like, I was saying, oh, this is college level. This is, like, bigger than college. Like, most college campuses would never have this amount of equipment.
wall art, doesn't it? It's like
Man,
they logos.
well, that's what you need in football is that little bit of grit to
Yeah.
kind of push you over the edge.
It can't all be sweet, you know what I mean? Even though
Football,
it is.
you gotta be tough a little bit. You gotta be backing around.
Another weight room.
Yeah, it's always
Another weight room. Wow. So how many weight rooms is this now?
Somebody said holy cartel money. So where do you get all the money for this? Oh, dude, the new Jalisco cartel actually sponsored. I'd be like,
Dude, I think we have 4, and there's another one underneath the stadium, which is like 3 times this size.
Underneath here?
Underneath the stadium, over there.
By 3 times. That's crazy.
I mean, bro, some of those cartels actually have so much money that they probably could fund like 10 of these.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Billions of dollars.
Yeah, we lift a lot of weights. See if we can go down here.
Dude, what in the world? This is
Most protected school, also a little scary. Imagine a cartel funded this high school and you're and the leader of the cartel's just in the stands. State finals, you throw an interception. You get sad, you look to your right, you just get handed a note. You don't want to read the note.
nuts, bro. I played in a lot of cool places in college. My first ever college game was at Boston College. It's my first start. We played against A.J. Dillon. Don't look at the stats, not pretty tight for the Satyrs, but this is a nicer stadium than Boston College had. And this is a high school, let alone a public school. It's nuts. As you come to Texas and you're driving around here, like, this is
97% graduation rate, 90% college enrollment. Ranked number 34 best college prep high school in Texas. 76 in STEM.
The only
So they're more athletics than education.
massive high school stadium you see, right? And Allen in particular is probably the most glorious, biggest one that I've seen by maybe.
It's not McAllen, it's Allen. It sounds like it should be McAllen, no? Am I wrong? Allen High School, it should just be McAllen. McAllen sounds better. I'm going to call it McAllen.
Ever, but where does like the funding come in the state of Texas for giant facilities like this at the high school level, especially a public school?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, I think a lot of it actually the community. You know, when you talk about bonds getting passed to
I said that shit. They were getting, do they get donations?
help develop facilities like this, it takes a community that wants it in the first place. But the sheer size of the school also kind of demands there to be one of this size, because when you have that amount of people that actually want to come to the game, you kind of need.
So I think that just speaks to like, you know, you build a facility like.
Well, do they have ticket sales? Because I'm assuming they're probably making a pretty good fucking amount of money.
This, people are coming to be here because they want to watch the sport. It's so embedded in what you guys do down here in Texas.
100%, yeah. Everyone says football's religion here. You feel it, like you feel it on game day. It's a big deal. Everyone in the community comes out. Friday Night Lights, you know, gets its name for places like this.
Listen, I'm Florida for life, but we don't got things like this down there, I can't say. So this one's hurting me in the heart right now, man.
It's all good. We know Texas is better, but it's all good.
All right, chill. Yeah, no, this is crazy, bro. Let's go check out this weight room.
There's always that distinct football.
Like, I respect people repping their state like that, but like, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, bro, like I can't really glaze this or anything because like.
That football,
you know, like I'm New Jersey born and raised. I gotta be
locker room, football weight room smell.
Even then when there's no pads, it all smells the same.
You can almost taste it.
New Jersey stinks at everything. That's interesting. New Jersey in the U.S. frequently places #1 through pre-K through 12 due to its high test scores, high graduation rate, and strong preschool enrollment. While some rankings like Wallet Hub place the overall in top 3 to 4, New Jersey consistently ranks as #1 for overall education. Interesting.
It's like, it just tastes like football in here.
Got the benches. I'm sure there's some big time weight being moved down here. Oh wait, we got the top weight right here. Current top 11 squat 490, bench 340 in high school. I can do that right now. Somebody ran a 437 last May. You guys be hitting this in here?
They had you standing over there like this.
Just running in.
Backwards and running to it and push it all the way up there. And if you hit the thing, you get some kind of.
It goes ding. You get like a stuffed animal.
It's like a carnival ride. Let's see. No, the hat. Come on. I think that's as far as
You know them Florida boys would probably rip the hinges off this machine. You know them Florida boys would probably fucking just pick this machine up and throw it through a wall.
Inside foot.
Still got it. As we finish up our tour, I really got the sense that
I'd be sitting there trying to push that shit.
here in Texas, sports just mean more. I mean, you hear it all the time, but everywhere you go, you see reminders of their success and what makes this place so different. That obsession for sports greatness seems to carry over too. I mean, Allen is one of the best academic schools in the nation and prides himself on all-around success. There is a reason that their graduates keep coming back to campus to help out. Now, as for their basketball team, it's really only up from here, because one thing I know about Allen is this place breeds winners.
It is McAllen. Oh, it's Allen High School in McAllen, Texas.
So it's only a matter of time before Allen Hoops explodes.
That's the tour here at Texas's largest high school. We've seen not even close to all of it. Want to say thank.
That was a really good fucking video, I'm not gonna lie. All hail Cullen. Never heard of the YouTuber before. Great video though. Basically a uni. Yeah, that's what I was saying from the start. I think it's basically just like a higher tier college almost. In terms of like facility. Zombie survival quiz. Most people choose wrong.
It's a quiz to find out if you'd survive a zombie apocalypse. Not movie logic.
Y'all think you would survive? I think I'd at least I would last past the first stages. I'm not saying I would start a new civilization and like, you know, become governor of my own little town. But I don't think it would be like I'm not going out day one of the outbreak, you know? It depends what type of zombies we're working with. I don't know if she's going to address this, but that's kind of another big thing. I think when people talk about zombie apocalypses, it's generally assumed that you're referring to Walking Dead. Is that fair? Because World War Z, those ones, and they run. they run faster than they would if they were alive. Like that. No. Those I'm dead. Those I'm for sure dead. But I think I would live Walking Dead.
Not gamer instincts, actual survival decision making pulled from disaster studies, urban collapse scenarios, and real world psychology. It's 28 questions long. Some of the questions are easy, most of them are not. For each of the questions, you get 4 options to pick from, and I'll tell you the right answer and explain why the others most likely will get you killed. As we go through the quiz, you should keep track of your score. You get 1 point per correct answer. And at the end, I'll tell you.
Oh God, is it like, hey, if you have 10 points, you live? How many points do you need to survive? It's probably unreal, like 20. You need to get like more than 2/3 of the questions correct.
Whether or not you'll last. So before we begin, I'm going to give you some context as to this world and also the scenario so that you can make informed choices. So this quiz, right, this scenario, it uses classic slow-moving zombies. So like classic infection type zombies.
There we go. Easy. 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 What? I think that's not easy. The biggest problem's other people in an apocalypse. That, in my mind. World War Z, it's the zombies. But Walking Dead zombies, it's like other people that are malicious and want to kill you. I don't think the zombies are the biggest issue. They're just kind of like a hurdle in the midst of other shit.
Moderate hearing and smell. They have poor eyesight, especially.
Moderate hearing and smell. Poor eyesight, especially in low light. They will notice you if you're loud, fast, or bleeding. What are they, fucking sharks? They'll smell my blood. They'll notice you if you're loud, fast, or bleeding. So they'll be like clickers, but slow. Like, ah! Ah! They turn. More merch is here. You better not skip this, you fucking bitch. More merch. Carpe diem. Look at this sick-ass design. You better fucking look at it, dick. Seize the day. Carpe diem. Pluck the day. Same fucking thing. Follows the philosophy drops that we've always been doing. We were doing Memento Mori. We were doing Think for Yourself. Look at this sick-ass back. Peep it. Also got shorts. This time, they're shorter than the other ones. Different material. We're not going that thick cotton anymore. It's more breathable. We also got hoodies in other designs. Look at this fucking sick-ass one. No AI! Told the designer, no AI! They hand drew this shit. Or, well, not with like pencil on a computer. Anyways, where's the fucking long sleeve? Another design. Here's the front. Here's the back. Check it out. There's more stuff as well. I'm just showing you small things. JoeBartolozzistore.com. I don't know why I'm out of breath. Editor. I'm sick. Joe Bartolozzi Store. I said my last name wrong. JoeBartolozzistore.com. Check it the fuck out. See ya.
Notice if you're loud, if you're fast, or if you're bleeding. In terms of how to defeat them, the zombies don't feel pain. They don't bleed out. The only tried and tested way to destroy them is by destroying the brain. And they don't stop unless you hit a central nervous system, so when you're picking weapons, that's what you're aiming for. In terms of how the virus spreads, or how people turn, the virus spreads fast. People say it's from bites, maybe blood. It's not airborne as far as we know, but if someone gets it, they turn fast. To give you some context of
So it's not like mushroom spores, but if they bite you, you turn.
Live in an urban area with 2 other people, so it's like
You live in an above ground floor apartment with 2 other people in a densely populated urban area. So like I live in a big city like New York or Boston. I live in like New York, Boston, Chicago, Miami.
medium-sized city, pretty densely populated area with like the
Worst start. Bottom tier starting area for an apocalypse. That's making me a little less confident. Best place to start out is just like Iowa. You're in Canada, but not in a main city. Oh, so I'm fine. Oh, I only have ever met 10 people in my life. So I think I'll be okay.
infrastructure of what you get in an urban area, so public transport, accessible supermarkets, roads, etc. I hope you took some notes or you remembered those facts.
Iceland would be the best area to start if the virus didn't start in Iceland, because then you could just close off the country.
Because they may or may not be relevant in deciding what you'll do. So again, I'll set out each question in turn and then the options, and I'll give you a couple of seconds to pick your answer. I'll tell you the right answer after each question and give you an explanation as to why that's the right answer.
Bro, but is it going to be like the definitive right answer, or is it just going to be like, hey, this is the one that's most likely to keep you alive?
Feel free, obviously, to pause the video to take more time if you need it, and most importantly, keep track of how many answers you get right or wrong for your final score at the end. And without further ado, let's begin. So you've just confirmed it, it's a zombie outbreak. You live in the second floor apartment in a medium-sized city, and it's the first 10 minutes.
What's a medium-sized city? Not New York, not Philly. Like, a medium-sized city, I would say like Austin, Texas. Is that? Yeah, like St. Louis, Missouri. Somewhere where there's not millions of people.
Immediately by car and head towards the countryside.
Hell no.
Option B, grab a backpack and head on foot to the nearest supermarket. Option C, wait a bit, gather information, and then leave before nightfall. Or option D, stay put and begin fortifying your home.
I think A's bad because there's going to be traffic immediately. Like, everybody's going to try and leave. That's the biggest play. If you're one of the first people, like 10 minutes, it's already cooked. I don't think you're getting out of the city. Grab a backpack, head on foot to the nearest supermarket. There's going to be panic on the ground level, so I feel like that's also bad. Stay put and begin fortifying your home. I think living in the city during an apocalypse is the worst play. Dude, I know A is bad because it's like you shouldn't want to leave by car, but I feel like A or C. Wait a while, gather info, and leave before nightfall. We don't know anything, so I feel like it would make sense to kind of wait. Not B. Well, grabbing a backpack, heading on foot to the nearest supermarket. There's going to be mass foot traffic on the city that you're in of people running around because they're scared and also infected on the streets. That's like immediately where people are going to be that are zombies. So, and people are already going to be looting supermarkets. I feel like that's not a problem right now. I'm thinking C, bro. C or A? I'm going to go C first answer, though.
So the correct answer is option D, stay...
Fortify my fucking second floor apartment in fucking Austin, Texas? Why the fuck would I fortify my apartment? Like, somebody's gonna try... Bro, nobody's gonna try and break... The zombies don't have strength.
Put and begin fortifying your home. So the reason that this is the right answer is because leaving in the first wave is often one of the riskiest
Okay, I agree with that. That's why A is trash.
Things that you can do. During the first wave of an outbreak, infrastructure breaks down basically instantly. The roads are full of accidents and abandoned cars, emergency services are overwhelmed or completely gone, and if you're in a vehicle, you're likely gonna get stuck. And if you're on foot, you're probably gonna be exposed.
You know what I'm gonna do, bitch? I'm gonna take a Lime scooter out of that fuck-ass town. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go download an app, and I'm gonna go fucking take a city bike, and I'm gonna fucking electric scooter my way out of the fucking town. There we go. Then I don't even need to get in a goddamn car.
Another reason to stay put is because you have more
services are down. Yeah, I'm taking a Lime scooter.
Control at home. You know your layout, your entry points, and what you have at
No Wi-Fi? What did the fucking satellites just fall out of the sky? There's gonna be Wi-Fi for a little bit.
You're able to block doors, ration supplies, and also reduce noise. All in all.
Bro, ration supplies? What, the fucking 6 packs of ramen I got? Damn, dude. Ration supplies. Like I'm a fucking couponer and I just have fucking layers of canned corn. I'm just waiting to starve to death, bro. I'm going to last 5 days. How to starve. No, I mean, my plan wasn't... I feel like C's good. Because it wasn't fortified, but it was like, all right, I'm going to survey a little bit. Maybe I'll put a chair in front of the door. and then I'm gonna fucking leave in like 8 hours.
All in all, staying put has fewer variables and more you can control, and there's also just less visibility to the outside world and its threats. Public spaces during this time are basically chaos zones because supermarkets and gas stations are early hotspots for violence, looting, infection spread. The majority of
Yeah, bro, but what if you're one of the first people there?
people that die early in disaster events do so because they go out thinking that they can grab more supplies. Another reason to stay is because waiting often gives
Grab all the fucking Marlboro Reds! Grab all the cigarettes!
you more information. In the next 12 to 48 hours, you'll learn what's happening, where to go or avoid, and whether there's an organized response. And so people who leave immediately often walk into blind danger. The only exceptions where leaving might be the right choice is if your building is actually compromised, like if there's an infected person inside and there's no way to secure it, or if you have a clear escape plan with pre-packaged supplies and like a safe destination, or if you live
What is that called? Like a go bag? There's like apocalypse people that have those. Like an already ready backpack to dip.
somewhere that's completely indefensible. So for example, there's a glass storefront, or you're on the ground floor, or if there's wide entry points.
A bug out bag, that's what it is.
Other than that, the safest thing to do is to stay and fortify and wait. So you've decided to stay put and ride out the first wave in your apartment. You've locked the doors, you've pulled the curtains, and you've confirmed it's a real outbreak. What's the smartest next move? Option A, start moving heavy furniture to block entry points. Option B, fill bathtubs, sinks, and pots with clean water.
I love that. I love that. I don't know the other two answers, but right now I'm going B.
Option C, inventory your kitchen.
I
make a
feel
ration.
like, bro, I feel like that's what you do during like a hurricane. Y'all ever do that? You or your family ever do that? Whenever you know the power, like your power's gonna get cut, the water, like it's not gonna work. Yeah, you always just fill the bathtub, sinks, pots.
Plan. Or option D, turn on
Inventory your kitchen, make a ration plan. Turn on the news and call loved ones for updates.
the news and call your loved ones for updates.
Not. D. Hell no. Yo, honestly though, nah, maybe turning on the news might be good. See, I feel like I'm taking the fucking bar exam right now. Like, all of these feel right. Outside of A. A is like, bro, like, what the fuck? What are the zombies? Hulk Hogan running through the fucking, the door, man? It's not A. I feel like it's going to be B or D. I'm gonna go B.
The correct answer is option B, fill
Yes! 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 1 point on the board.
all possible containers with clean water. So the reason this is the right answer is because in disaster scenarios, especially when infrastructure is unstable, water is often one of the first systems to fail. City water might stop flowing or become contaminated within hours of an outbreak. And since you're at home and you have a bathtub, bathtubs can act as large reservoirs for washing or flushing, and pots, bottles, and kettles are drinking water reserves. Because the power might cut out at any time, this is definitely the most important thing to do, and you should fill any container while the water pressure is still on. So why are the other options not correct? So option A, if you barricade this...
Damn, bro, that's the biggest problem I'd have. I have no idea how I'd get clean water. What the fuck? I know you boil that shit, but it's like... I feel like in a survival scenario, I'm definitely dying of dehydration.
is important, but time-sensitive utilities come first. For option C, ration planning, again, this is smart, but no food is a problem in 3 days, while no water is a problem in the first day. And option D,
facts.
Turning on the news and calling your loved ones. That sounds useful, but communication noise risks attention, and you can also gather that information after securing the basics. Okay, so it's 15 minutes in, containers are full, the pressure is dropping, the power is still on, but it could cut out at any moment. What's the smartest next move? Option A,
Power's still on, can cut at any moment, containers are full.
Inventory food in order of perishability and set ration sizes. Option B, stand on the balcony to gauge how many people are on the street. Option C, drag a bookcase against your front door for extra bracing. Or option D, write a visible note on your front door saying, alive inside, uninfected.
Whack ass answer. D is terrible. I like B. I like B because then you get a gauge on like who's outside. But I feel like if you say B, she's going to go, Incorrect. There's actually a sniper on the roof waiting for you to go outside, and it actually just domed you in the head. There's a red dot waiting outside of your window, just waiting for you to go outside. The second you reveal yourself, there's going to be a gang of crackheads that come up into your room and kill you. Woof, 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 roof, roof, roof. You have windows? Yeah, but maybe the windows are where the fucking balcony is, and I don't know how many people are outside. Inventory food in order of perishability and set ration sizes. Bro, what am I loser camping this out in the apartment? Nah, this is actually pissing me off, bro. What a bum-ass way to survive. Nah. Like, the zombie apocalypse starts, I'm not gonna, like, try and fucking make my way to a boat. I'm gonna fucking just bum in the apartment for fucking 8 weeks. That's cringe. I'm gonna go A. I want to do B. Power could cut at any moment. Oh, while the lights are on, you need to be able to read expiration dates. A.
So the correct answer here is option A, inventory
Yep.
and ration food. So the reason that this is important is because a calorie plan prevents panic eating and also using fridge power while you still have fridge power. Option B is incorrect because this makes you a visible target. Your silhouette against the sky is bait for both infected people and opportunistic survivors, and it's not worth.
Bro, no, it's... Yo, I'm telling you right now, this is a Walking Dead zombie. I'm walking out on the balcony. That motherfucker's going...
Is not wrong, but it's slightly premature. You're still gonna want flexibility to move between the rooms and also possibly scavenge from your neighbors or adjust sound or light control. And option D, the front door note, this might emotionally feel smart, but ultimately it's a liability. This is because it—
Option E, meet a guy named Carl and start practicing your Walking Dead voice when he dies. Carl!
Draws attention to your apartment, and it also gives away the fact that someone is alive inside and likely with resources. It also just increases your risk of being targeted by desperate people, and there's no guarantee who reads
when he dies. I don't know
this note. So you're
I just know he says Carl all the time.
An hour into the outbreak, the supplies are counted, you share the space with your 2 flatmates. What's the next priority?
Kill your roommates.
Option A, establish a silent alert or knock code for movement inside the flat. Option B, cook a large hot meal before the gas or electricity dies. Option C, assign one person to sit by the peephole and watch the hallway. Or option D, start binge charging every device you own.
Establish a silent alert / knock code for movement inside of the flat. Do I live in a fucking 10,000 square foot apartment, dude? What the fuck? I need to... Dude, I'm imagining that I live in like a 2-bedroom apartment where I can see everything at all times. Cook a large hot meal before the gas or electricity dies. No. Assign one person to sit by the people and watch the hallway. No. I feel like D is good to charge your device, but I feel like she's gonna say the fucking knock code. So this is the best time where you're gonna want to learn Morse code. I'm gonna go. No, you know, I gotta answer what I would do, not what I. This is what I gotta do. I gotta answer what I would do, not what I think's right. D. I think it's A though.
So the correct option is option A, to have a silent alert system. So the reason this is
all right, guys, it's hour 6 of the apocalypse. I know all of our phones are on 10%, but let's not waste the time to go plug it in on the wall. Even though while I've been saying this, I could fucking plug in my phone. No. Instead, all right, okay, that means help. That means goat. That means Patrick Mahomes. That means corn.
The right answer is because having discipline in how you communicate can stop accidental shouting, accidental noise, and door opens later. Hot food and device charging matters, but all of these other things can wait until rules against loud mistakes, which are potentially fatal mistakes, are put in place. Okay, so you're now 2 hours into the outbreak. Communications are set and—
2 hours? This is 2 hours? I thought I was like a day in now.
It's still quiet outside. What do you do next?
2 hours in and I go stand on my balcony and that's bad? The apocalypse just started. Let's go loot their apartment. This person that probably lives on minimum wage in a fucking Austin, Texas apartment, let's go fucking steal their shit.
Option A, pick one windowless interior room as
Communications are set. It's still quiet outside. What's the next sensible action?
the fallback or the sleep space. Option B, clear the hallway outside your unit of any loose objects. Option C, start boiling tap water to sterilize it while power remains. Or option D,
I thought tap water was already sterilized.
spread your stored water containers across different rooms in case of a breach.
Spread your stored water across different rooms in case of a breach? Bro, where are they going to breach this apartment? There's one entry point. Select one windowless interior room as the fallback sleep space. Where's option E? Dump your bag of marbles outside your front door to Looney Tunes cartoon prank, Home Alone style, any zombies that walk upstairs. Start boiling tap water? No. Spread your stored water across different rooms. I'm going to go A.
So the correct option here is option A, designate a fallback room. So the reason this is the right answer is because if the outer flat is breached, you need a last line of defense already chosen. So this is about prioritizing worst case preparedness before it's too late. By the 2-hour mark, we're assuming you've already secured water, you've already locked down and you've gone dark, and also the initial chaos is past, but stability is still fragile. So option B, clearing the hallway of loose objects, is a good idea, but it's not really worth the risk of sound.
It's always A. Has it always been A? No, it wasn't always A. One of the times it was D.
Unless there's an active threat outside. Option C, boiling the water, sounds smart, but you've already filled containers at this point, and the tap water is still running, so it's not yet unsafe. The power right now might stay on for hours, or it might just cut suddenly, but even then, you can boil the water from the fallback room later. Boiling it right now just creates unnecessary heat.
Bro, boiling water? I'm still in a fucking city flat. I'm not thinking I need to boil my water until I'm fucking Bear Grylls drinking my own piss. Like, I'm not boiling water until I'm fucking grabbing murky water from a fucking pond. And I'm like, yeah, this shit looks unsafe.
Noise and smell, which are all signals that you want to prevent early on. And finally, D, spreading the water containers around the room. This is like a good idea, but it's minor optimization. Obviously, if you're breached, you don't want all of your water in one place, but again, if you're breached that badly, the whole flat is essentially compromised. And the fallback room should already have its own mini storage. Okay, so you've made it to the end of day one.
Bro, I really just feel like these people be bums, dude. I know she's basically giving the rundown of, like, this is how you should survive based on, like, actual research. And so I think that's valid. But in my brain, I feel like I'm imagining this ragtag trio. All right, guys, we got to set a fallout room for us to sleep in. Everybody move the open cans full of water. I feel like I'd kick that door down, fucking karate chop all of them in the neck, instantly kill them, and then steal their shit and walk out. Like, I really don't think this group's lasted more than a week. Based off the vibes that this is giving off, like the answers, if somebody's like, all right, got my bug out bag ready by the door in case.
Barricades, water, food, signals, safe room, and hygiene are all handled. What should you do to finish the day? Option 1, stay awake all night in rotating 2-hour guard shifts. Option B, start a small cooking fire on the balcony to reduce indoor smells. Option C, signal—
What? Start a small cooking fire on the balcony to reduce indoor smells. So I'm just saying, if it ends, I'm not even going to say it. If it's B, I'll crash out. Signal from a window in Morse code that survivors are still inside. It's not C. That's like the worst. C's the worst option.
From a window.
Well, you're just it's pitch black outside. You're like shining a flashlight. Fucking, like they're gonna even know it's Morse code.
In Morse code that survivors are inside. Or option D, mentally map a 10 to 14 day isolation timeline and nightly routine.
Bro, 14 days? I feel like I would leave the city so much faster than that. Stay awake all night in a rotating 2-hour guard shift. So you would sleep 4 hours at a time. I'm gonna go A.
So the correct answer here is option D, build the timeline.
Mentally map a 10 to 14 day isolation timeline and nightly routine. Bro, 10 to 14 days? Mentally map that? Yo, I feel like I would write that down with like a pen and paper of like, this is where we should go by this day.
This is the right answer is because this sets psychological expectations and also ration discipline. Setting fires, making signals, or having exhausting all-night watches just create risk without adding any immediate survival value. So it's now been 48 hours since the beginning of the outbreak. You've not heard any sirens, no screams, no gunfire, just silence. You crack a window and you listen, and movement sounds faint and far away. What do you do now? Option A.
Do out a very big belch to see if anything makes a weird noise. Go outside and scream.
Slide open the window a few more inches for ventilation because the air inside is stale. Option B. Scan the street from behind the curtain for movement or patterns.
Already A. Already A.
Option C. Step briefly onto your balcony and confirm how many bodies you can see below. Or option D. Knock on the ceiling to check if
Stepping onto the balcony is really a bad play. There's a sniper. There's a sniper that's been waiting on the roof this entire time. Knock on the ceiling to check if the neighbor is still alive. I do love that play.
are still alive.
I'm going to go A.
So the correct answer here is option B. Scan the street.
Oh, scan the street. Oh, but so scan the street, but not on the balcony, because if you step on the balcony, that's where the nine Black Ops fucking 6 snipers just come out and trick shot you right off the fucking roof. Scan the street from behind the curtain. Yeah, for movement or patterns. Okay. Just to get like a gauge of who's outside.
So the reason that this is correct is because in the 48-hour period, this phase is about information without exposure. If you're looking quietly...
Bro, but this is like... I know the first day is going to be the most hectic. But I feel like once you're in the city for a long period of time, that's where like groups are actually going to start getting together that like want to attack people. And that's where like hordes of zombies are going to start, you know? I feel like getting out of the city earlier is better. I know it's going to be harder, but like imagine like day 5 of the apocalypse, you're trying to leave Boston. Like you're walking out to like everything's blocked on the streets. Everything's out on the streets, right? Everything's blocked. There's zombies everywhere. There's people waiting to see or hear you so they can attack you. Like, you're kind of hard locking yourself into that city for a long time.
Through a covered window, this can give you insight into movement without sound or silhouette. Opening a window or stepping outside creates unnecessary noise and profile. And knocking is an even worse idea because you don't know who's alive or what they'd do if they heard you. You suspect that the apartment across the hall is abandoned. The door is cracked. What do you do? Option A, enter quietly and search it for supplies. Option B, close and secure the door from the outside to prevent risk later. Option C, leave it untouched. Or option D, knock once, wait, and then cautiously enter with your knife drawn.
Bro, with my what? Like a fucking butter knife? Like my kitchen knife? I don't have a better weapon? Bro, I have a fucking spear and a sword. Or a gun, bro. Like, literally, you don't have any of these. I just have a fucking kitchen knife. See? Leave it untouched. I feel like leaving it untouched is stupid. Probably close the door. I'm gonna go B.
So the correct answer here is option A, enter quietly and search. So the reason this is the right answer is because at this point, controlled scavenging is strategic. If a room is clearly empty, it's better that you take its resources before someone clearly more desperate does. Avoiding all unknowns also isn't sustainable long term. Don't knock, don't announce, don't waste the opportunity. At night, you hear footsteps and whispering outside your apartment door. It's clearly human. What do you do? Option A.
Press a fucking sawed-off shotgun right against the fucking wooden door. Go, hey! Are you guys, how many survivors are there? They walk up to the door. Are you guys in there? Boom! Right through the fucking door. Hole straight through their fucking chest. Kick that fucking door open. Bang. Elbow to the fucking jaw. Deck him. Steal all their shit. Throw them into the fucking streets. Use them as a symbol monkey like zombies. And then I get the fuck out of the city.
Stay completely silent. Don't move. Don't make noise. Option B, whisper to your group to grab weapons in case they come in. Option C, make a deliberate sound to show that you're at home and you're not worth breaking in. Or option D, wait for them to move on and then open the door quietly to check.
Stay completely silent. Don't move. Don't make a noise. Whisper to your group to grab weapons in case they come in. Make a deliberate sound to show you're home and not worth breaking in. Wait for them to move on, then open the door quietly to check. Not D. I'm gonna go B.
So the correct answer here is option A, stay silent. So the reason that this is the right answer is because this isn't the time to act. Silence is your defense. If they're looters, they'll avoid resistance, and if they're panicking, noise can make them choose your door. If they're infected, sound draws them. You only move if they try to enter, and even then, you don't speak. Your flatmate whispers too loudly during a routine water check.
Yeah, I think silence is good. Maybe the sawed-off shotgun to the wooden door probably isn't a great play on second thought. But either way, I still feel like some sort of attack might be good.
And you hear a muffled groan from someone.
Release nerve gas through the air ventilator. I throw a canister of nerve gas through the vents.
What do you do? Option A, take a position at the door with a weapon in case.
A few minutes later, I hear a groan. Your flatmate whispers too loudly during a routine water check. How many waters do we... Oh, sorry. How many waters do we have?
One comes through. Option B.
How much water's left in the bathtub?
B. Quietly relocate everyone to your fallback room and lock the door. Option C. Tell them to stay put and go investigate alone while it's quiet.
When the fuck can I leave the city?
Or option D. Whisper sharply at them, telling them to shut up and listen.
A. You can't risk losing your room.
So the correct answer is option B, relocate to the fallout.
That's fucking stupid! That's fucking stupid! Alright, now we're stuck in the fallback room. There's no windows and one door. Now if the fucking zombies get in the apartment, you're fucked! You're fucked. What are you going to drill out? Oh, now what do you do? Start digging at the walls with a plastic spoon to fucking escape? What?
So the reason this is the right answer is because containment is the protocol here. Fallback spaces exist for this reason.
Yeah, bro, but you're stuck in like a 3-bedroom apartment.
You don't split up, you don't go hunting, and you don't escalate anything. This is defensive discipline. Move to the stronghold and listen. If nothing happens, then you wait. And if something breaches, you're ready. You overhear a broadcast on a still working radio. Evacuation might be happening 6 miles away at an old stadium, but you don't have any further details and there's also no schedule. What do you do? Option A, immediately pack and leave while the streets are quiet. Option B, wait 24 hours to gather more information or listen for updates. Option C, prepare a bag and scout the route before committing. Or
C.
Option D, ignore it.
C.
So the correct answer here is option C, which is prepare to move, but don't move just yet. So the reason this is the right answer is because if you leave now, you risk walking into chaos or nothing at all. But ignoring...
It's so weird that like some of them I'm like, yeah, fully that makes sense. That's the right answer. Others, it's like, yeah, I get that. But like, dude, the fallback room when you hear something outside, like, I hate that idea.
It completely is also a gamble. The right call here is controlled contingency. You should prep a bag, watch for signals, and then assess the route. Okay, so you've gathered your bag, and now you have to choose one weapon to take when fleeing the apartment. What's the smartest grab?
Ooh. A knife? No, something long range.
Option A is a long crowbar.
Love
Option
that.
B, a short machete.
Crowbar? Or how long of a... I feel like a crowbar and a machete are about the same length.
Option C is a steel baseball bat.
I don't even need to hear D, C.
Or option D, a cordless drill.
I mean, what dumbass is choosing a drill? Oh my god, it's gonna be healed. Yo, that would freak me the fuck out. That's why I always say I would rather aliens. I always say it's unlikely that aliens would be human looking at all, but I would despise if they looked anything like us, because that would just be uncanny. You know how creepy? Even if they were friendly, bro. Like, that seemed like kind of like a weird alien that was friendly in some creepy way. Like, it just left. But it looked so fucking weird. Oh my god, the aliens made that as a disguise? Oh, so you think it's wearing like a weird suit trying to look like a human? See, I hate that idea because it's like, it has the technology to enter somebody else's consciousness, basically, and like learn how to speak and then bring that out and put it into themselves, but they can't make a realistic human suit. I loved that video. That one was also good. I thought all of these had a potential of being duds. That was a fucking that got a jump scare out of me, bro. That was fucking weird. The Lookout, horror short film. I feel like when the lights are off, I don't really look like a possum. I look like I'd be in, like, God of War, the video game. Or some sort of show. Like, if you remove, like, the possum outfit part. Yeah, maybe, like, a part of Kiss, the band.
Thelma Lookout, evening check-in. All clear up here.
Oh my god, is this gonna be like Firewatch or like Ironbark Lookout, the Fears to Fathom game?
Copy that, Toma. Sweet dreams.
What periods of time do they have to do these shifts? Because I know these jobs pay like all right, and you get like everything provided for you, but you're alone. It's the same thing with like lighthouse keepers. Like you're not with anyone all night. Yeah, I know all night, dummy. I'm saying like they have to be in that tower alone, not really contacting anybody for like months. That is fucking scary. You're all out there alone, though. You're in the middle of nowhere, so you're probably not really going to interact with people outside of other, like, Firewatch guys or, like, people on FaceTime or some shit. But, like, you're literally just in a box floating in the sky, and you're tens or hundreds of miles away from people. Break in. It sounds like they're fucking. It sounds like they're chopping the structure down. Like she's just gonna fucking topple over in the Lookout. There's beavers eating the fucking wood posts.
Tell me to base. Did you send someone up here?
Oh, dude, and she keeps all the windows open at night. Dude, the entire fucking Lookout is made of glass. What are we doing? There's no shades. There's no... Just, bro, everything's glass. They could just stare at her. Oh, my God. Oh! Oh, stop. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Why did I get scared of her?
This is Thelma Lookout.
I'm lost. I can't. I think there's something out here.
Hello? Can you hear me?
See, dude, this really sucks because you know if you don't investigate, they're dead. But if you do investigate, you probably have a very high chance of dying. Like, you're not gonna. It's a mimic. Do you think it's a mimic? I was gonna say maybe it's actually not anyone. But it's just, it's like trying to convince her to go outside. Bro, but not leaving would feel so bad. You'd be like, I still might die and I'm not helping them. Would y'all go investigate it if you just heard that on the radio comm? No? Dude, it's pitch black. What is she looking at? Stop. What the fuck? What, did one of the panels break? Oh no, it's just a staircase. Hello? Is there anybody malicious out there? Does anybody have ill intent? I heard a scream. Somebody calling for help. Are you out there? Let me just scream out exactly where I am right now.
Is anybody out there?
I have a gun? They surely would give these people guns, though, right? If you're working at a fucking fire tower, bro, you probably have a gun. You gotta have a gun. You get like a rifle. You aren't very intellectual, Joe. Brother, your name is Fent Fairy. Your name is Fent Fairy. Yeah, it's gonna be so lame if it's a spider. It better be a skinwalker. I love that noise. It's the same noise as a slinky. Or like an antenna that you flick. Like a slinky, if you hold it and go, it goes. Y'all ever have a slinky when you were a kid and you like fuck it up, but only you like slightly bend one fucking millimeter of the slinky and the whole slinky's fucked. Whole slinky's fucked. Can't use it anymore. Throw it out. Unusable. It's now it's always gonna flop to the side and just fall. It won't slink. Oh my god, it's like a rope. It's gonna be a fucking spider. And her friend's gonna be like taped to the wall, like, and it's gonna do a dun, and she'll be like, and then she'll turn, it'll be just like a really bad CGI spider.
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
What's your location? Where are you?
Like she's gonna be able to fucking determine where the fuck she is. She just stumbled into the woods for fucking half a mile. What the hell? Oh, she could just follow the rope back. Never mind, I'm stupid. Because the rope was near her area.
I don't know where. I'm so lost. Please help.
She's gonna be there, dead. It's gonna be the spider that also somehow mimics human speech. Oh, it's not a spider. What the fuck was that? A ghoul? Oh, it's a rake? What is a rake? I feel like I've heard that in Phasmophobia. Horror short film Room 731. Unit 731 was a covert biological and chemical warfare research and development unit of the Imperial Japanese Army that undertook lethal human experimentation during World War II. Is that real? Oh, it says content warning. Oh, God.
For you to feel what all of your victims felt.
Oh, no, 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 maybe. I don't know. I think it'll be fine. It's educational. Let me read the description. Why is the Chinese girl has no memory of where she is or who she is? She encounters Dr. Ken and a ghostly young woman who both seem to want to help her. Okay, so it's not based off a true story. It's paranormal. Is she in an ice cage? Unit 731's real? Yeah, but I think this is like a different rendition of a story from that. Like it says she has paranormal help. Ooh. It's that cold? Are they trying to freeze her to death? They don't reproduce sexually or asexually. Their numbers don't grow or shrink significantly. Well, they wouldn't grow or shrink at all. They're all male. Well, they don't have penises. Why? If they can't reproduce sexually or asexually, what is the point of them having a sex? They're just minions.
They flew until the plane's tanks were run dry. When they landed, the commandos began to cannibalize the aircraft.
How do they pee? I don't know if they eat, dude. I've only ever seen them eat bananas. I've only ever seen them eat bananas. I don't even know if they eat the bananas. I feel like they just like bananas because they're yellow. I don't like where. I don't know. I need more info about minions before we go further.
The mood was grim. They had no means of return or resupply. They had to rely on the word of a minion that there would be anything at all at the location. Worse yet, a strong headwind meant they landed short. They estimated a 2 weeks trek to the cave. Kevin led them there, hating himself the whole time. He ate his last banana and thought of the absurdity
They eat bananas.
Of a tropical fruit in the frozen Arctic. It took even longer than anticipated.
Kevin was pondering the absurdity of a tropical fruit in an Arctic area. Really?
Almost 4 weeks in the end. When they arrived, the commandos were half-starved. They were ready to descend on the minion village and loot it for anything edible, even minion flesh. In order to prevent mutiny, the commando leader held a gun to his second-in-command and executed him in cold blood. Kevin is sent into the ice cave alone. To be reunited with the others after all he experienced felt joyous at first, but it gave way to a deep gulf of pain and separation. The past few years left him utterly changed compared to the naive minion he was nearly 4 years ago. He took the podium and spoke of what he had
Yeah, how simple life was when they used to just serve a T-Rex.
Seen and done. He warned against blind devotion to a charismatic leader, the end result of hate.
And then they all go, papaya, papa boy. They all understand what he's saying.
Then he explained their present situation. He begged for forgiveness and rallied the minions together. When they emerged from the ice cave to greet the Nazis, they were armed. Their resistance was met with machine guns and rifles. It was shaping up to be a massacre, but the minions would no longer bend to tyrants. Suddenly, the commandos noticed a cloud of ice on the horizon, approaching faster than possible. At its center, a yellow speck. It was Stuart, but he was completely transformed. American scientists augmented him in an accelerated version of the Mega Minions program from Despicable Me 4. The order was given to fire.
I haven't seen Despicable Me 4.
But Mega Stuart was there. Bullets bounced off of his rocky yellow hide as he worked himself into a frenzy. The SS commandos could do nothing as Mega Stuart sadistically killed them, the horrors of Warsaw fresh in his mind. The leader took Kevin hostage and revealed a detonator to a bomb. He threatened to collapse the ice cave. They were standing on its roof. Mega Stuart simply reached out his arm.
They can't die! What? Don't step any further. Don't step any further or Bob gets it. Bob gets what?
Ripped the Nazis' mind to shreds.
What?
Mega Stuart simply reached out his arm and ripped the Nazis' mind to shreds. In seconds, he relived every atrocity he ever committed with such intensity his brain cooked like an egg. Several months later, Kevin effectively became the leader of the Minions, and they began construction of an impenetrable ice fortress around the cave. Minions
the Pentagon!
Proved to be far more isolationist in this timeline, and the next time they exposed themselves to humanity, they would be prepared. One morning, Kevin walked in on Stuart putting on his super suit. It's time to say goodbye, Stuart.
Oh, I thought that was just his. I thought that was just his body.
Explained. His American handlers needed his help on the Pacific Front, and he was duty-bound. Years later, Stuart testified at the Nuremberg.
I wonder how Stuart's gonna feel about the Vietnam War in the coming years.
Trials. They showed all that remained of Hitler's body.
What do you think his response is gonna be there?
Just a burnt jawbone found in a bombed-out crater. On the slide, Stuart noticed the remains of a pair of goggles, cracked and blackened by heat. That was all that was left of Bob as well, he realized with mounting horror. Poor Bob. Sweet, innocent Bob. It seemed he had stayed by Hitler's side throughout his final days in the Führer bunker, although rumors of a yellow creature spotted in Argentina persisted for decades. The Cold
Bob fled to Argentina to live out Nazi ideologies in a German community in South America.
War began. Stuart played an instrumental role for American intelligence. He worked alongside the supervillain known as the Bald Terror, who would later prove to be the father of one Felonious Gru. Spy satellites revealed a plutonium production complex at the Minion Autonomous Oblast. But all that happened in Minions 2, Cold War. While researching this video, I was actually able to find Bob's goggles on eBay. I bought them, I couldn't resist, and I went and put them on my shelf. I can't wait to see what else goes up here. If you like this, you'll probably like my next video too, which I'm calling I Get $1 Million, but I'm hunted by a genius gorilla for life. I'm trying to make these videos.
I gotta subscribe to Mitchell Sack, bro. This guy is fucking... What video is he making? Oh my god. Hunted by genius gorilla for life. He just posted that 2 hours ago. Bro, he only has 3 videos. Oh my god. Thriving internet theory. This one from a goofy idea based on a meme to a genius alternate history thriller. Top 10 debut video. What if Assad kidnapped Bob from Argentina to go on trial? Must be the sequel to this. The Minions served Pharaoh, Dracula, Napoleon, 3 figures responsible for innumerable deaths and enslavement. They would find absolutely zero issues with Hitler's atrocities. Yeah, I mean, like, aren't they effectively just... I mean, that's if we're going, like, I'm just basing how I perceive minions, how they act and how they think off of their interactions with Gru. But if you're going off of the Minion movie and who they've, you know, like, served previously, they would technically be fine with anything that anyone did. But how do you think they would find the most evil person? After him, it's like, now there's just a handful of people that are, like, serial killers, dictators. I feel like it has to be in a utilitarian perspective of, like, who's doing the most evil worldwide. All right. I gotta piss real quick, then we're gonna... It is time for the horror/Halloween portion of today's stream. We're going to be watching a bunch of short horror films and one Chilling Scares story video. We have 5 short horror films we're going to watch and a Chilling Scares video. I'm very excited. So I would fucking lock in if I were you. We're probably going to turn the lights off. It's going to get real scary, spooky. Do I look like a possum, chat? Be real. I feel like I look like a clown. Does that help? If I had the hood up, but I can't wear the hood with the headset on. Maintenance report, chat. Lock in. Ah, damn.
All right. So I've managed to finally roll this thing in here, so I guess let's go ahead and get started now. Boss wants me to run through this maintenance report, so hopefully.
Do they have an actual Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria? They should make a if they don't, they should have a location that is that. That is such an easy, bro, you know how much money that business would make if you convinced Five Nights at Freddy's to open like a chain pizza place?
We could figure out why this thing has been acting up lately. We're also opening a new location next year, so what's most likely going to happen is I'm going to have to strip this thing apart so we can use it for spare parts for the newer animatronic models. So let's go ahead and see what I need to do first. Let's see here, movement test. Alright then, we will need as many parts as we can salvage from our remaining animatronics. These may include servos, wires, circuit boards, or pieces from the endoskeleton. Insert the floppy disk titled Animatronic Movement Test Program into the computer to test each of the animatronic's joint movements. Okay, sounds simple enough. Alright, let's get the computer on, get this thing hooked up, and let's see how this movement test...
I never understand, like, the found footage style of this, where he's, like, talking to himself. Is he, like, vlogging this? Is that what we're under the impression of? Because all the FNAF videos we watch, they just, like, talk to themselves out loud and to the camera. So he's just recording himself doing his work. Like the people that live stream themselves, like doing burgers at McDonald's. I've stimmed and watched that for too much time.
Let's see. Ah, here it is. Yes. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead and start with the head movement.
I mean, bro, what fucking year is this? Goddamn, dude. What is this, the 1970s? We're at fucking Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria. We're opening a new location because the business is so successful. And we got this dinosaur-ass fucking computer screen sitting on the PC. That's how you know this is a piece of shit, when they put the monitor on top of the computer. I think I would actually shrivel like a raisin if I ever saw somebody today put their fucking monitor on top of their computer. I would freak out. That is insane. Why would anyone do that?
Let's go ahead and start with the head movements first. H-E-A-D. And then we'll just go down the rest of the...
PC on carpet? I had my PC on carpet at my last setup.
Okay, well then. Looks like the neck and jaw joints are functioning normally, so I'm gonna put this camera down real quick so I can. Huh. That's strange. I guess there's some kind.
You're not scared. I would be scared of that even if I had no idea what Five Nights at Freddy was. Like, if I'm in the room with an animatronic and I'm trying to fucking test if it's working and it's just, I'm in a silent, half dimly lit room and just go, and then it stares at me and opens its mouth, I think I'm bolting out of that room. More merch is here. You better not skip this, you fucking bitch. More merch. Carpe diem. Look at this sick-ass design. You better fucking look at it, dick. Seize the day. Carpe diem. Pluck the day. Same fucking thing. Follows the philosophy drops that we've always been doing. We were doing Memento Mori. We were doing Think for Yourself. Look at this sick-ass back. Peep it. Also got shorts. This time, they're shorter than the other ones. Different material. We're not going that thick cotton anymore. It's more breathable. We also got hoodies in other designs. Look at this fucking sick-ass one. No AI! Told the designer, no AI! The hand drew this shit. Or, well, not with, like, pencil on a computer. Anyways, where's the fucking long sleeve? Another design. Here's the front. Here's the back. Check it out. There's more stuff as well. I'm just showing you small things. JoeBartoloziStore.com. I don't know why I'm out of breath. Editor. I'm sick. Joe Bartolozzi Store. I said my last name wrong. JoeBartoloziStore.com. Check it the fuck out. See ya.
That's strange. I guess there's some kind of circuit malfunction. I'm not sure why it's... Okay. What happened? Alright. Okay, so let me just go ahead and make sure everything is connected right, get it all rebooted, and then we'll pick up where we left off. Okay, so just checking the circuits now on the back of the head here. They might be shorted. These control the neck and jaw servos, and yeah, they seem to have been shorted. So that means the head won't move unless all of the electronics are completely gutted and replaced.
I hate this guy. I kind of hope that Bonnie fucking kills him, bro. This guy's talking. Yeah, so this servo's fried, which means that the servos are fried. He can't move. And obviously we need to fix that by... Yo, dickhead, you had to read 3 pages of instructions to understand what the fuck you're doing. And now you're trying to explain this to the camera as if you've known this all along and you got a fucking master's degree in fucking Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic support. So obviously these servos are fried, which means the servos are fried.
So I guess I'll just leave everything how it is and move on to the next one. Alright, so let's do the ears. E-A-R-S. Huh. Why aren't they moving? E-A-R-S. Alright, so if the ears aren't moving, that means the shortage affected just about everything connected to the head. So I guess the ears don't work either. Alright, let's try the arms instead, I guess.
He just hurls the guitar at this guy at fucking lightning speed. It just fucking shatters the wall right next to him.
Felix? You called me 1,000,000 times about a goddamn door. Okay, all right. Let's go.
I saw...
Oh, I thought it was a ghost. I thought it was the ghost. I was like, she ain't call anybody.
Someone in the house. Okay, did you call the police? They wouldn't come. They didn't believe me. Jesus, Car, this isn't healthy, okay? I swear, it wasn't there before. I was looking through it. And
all right, are you guys calling the police about that? I'm calling 3 people. I'm calling 3 of my boys. And we're going to fucking kick that door in and go. I'd get my one friend that has a license to carry, not just a home defense gun. I'd be like, bring your pistol, bring your shotgun. We're going to fucking kick this goddamn door down, and we're going to fucking see what's in this room.
I saw... Okay, hey, I understand that this...
Ghostbusters, I'd bring a can of Morton's salt. I'd bring a can of Morton salt and maybe some, like, I don't know, some sort of thing. I'm not religious, but in that instance, I might bring a cross or a rosary beads. I'd freak out a little bit. Yeah, maybe call a priest. I don't know. I'd probably go see what's in there first.
It's all hard for you, and it's tough to be in this house alone and everything, but this is not for
all that for her to just be like, here's the door.
What?
Huh?
The actual fuck.
Thank you.
And dude, it doesn't make it any better that it's like an old rickety wooden door. Like it doesn't look it doesn't fit the house at all. It looks like straight out of the 1500s.
Okay, well maybe it's like one of those things where you see it so often you don't even notice it anymore. Right. Okay, all right. Okay, come on out, whoever's in there.
Why are we assuming oh, because she told him somebody in there moved.
I have a gun. I have a big...
I think we got to be more firm. I have a gun. Like he's not even sure if he has a gun. I have a big, scary gun. Listen to me, load the gun. I'm ready to come in at any second now. I'll fire a warning shot.
Fuck off, gun. So you come out of there fast and we'll let you live, okay? I'm gonna give you 5 seconds before I start shooting. 5, 4.
I mean, what's the strategy here?
3, 2, 1.
All right, you stumped me. All right, you called my bluff. Dude, throwing the fucking iPhone flashlight through that
Hello?
shit.
Anything?
No, nothing. It's gonna be like just a pantry or something.
Wait, where are you going?
It's just a normal wall. Nothing could fit back there.
What do you mean nothing could fit back there? Yo, yeah, actually, why are they breaking in through the door? Why don't they just fucking smash the drywall? Oh, to keep it
good. It's
shut?
probably just a built-in
door.
Problem is that's not keeping the door shut if it pulls open. The chair method works for push doors. But if that door opens from the inside, it's a pull, not a push. That chair's doing about fuck all. I think it's a pull. I would bet that it's a push. I'd bet that it's a push from this side, which means that if they want to open the door, they just pull it open.
Appear out of nowhere.
Okay, what do you want me to do? You want me to get an axe and break the thing down?
I want you to believe me.
You sure it's not another one of your reno projects?
That's not fair.
Okay, fine. We'll get someone to...
Hey, you want a warm apple? Hey, are you hungry? Do you want a warm gala apple? Oh, yeah, what about a warm Granny Smith? Ugh.
Not fair.
Ugh. Oh, yeah, why don't I just vomit in my own fucking sink?
Okay, fine. We'll get someone to look at it in the morning, right?
But I saw something behind it. It's like you're trying to ignore me.
Wow. Really? Ignore you like you've been ignoring me for the past year? I'm trying, okay? And I'm tired. I'm fucking tired of trying, and you're gonna say that I'm blaming you. I'm not trying to blame you. I'm just telling you how I feel.
There was no door there.
Jesus, Kara! You're obsessing about this fucking door. Can you hear yourself? I'm trying to tell you something.
Do you remember a door being there?
No, I don't remember the fucking door either. But I don't remember half the shit that's happened here in the past year because none of it fucking matters. Because she's gone. And she's not coming back, and you left me alone.
This is going to be the best video of the day. I'm telling you that right now. This is surely going to be. This is amazing.
What are you talking about?
Her room, Kara. You threw out everything in her room. Every little bit of Ellie, you got rid of all of it without me.
You laughed!
I don't think you should throw all of it out, but I do think that part of the process of it's impossible to move on from that, but part of the process of like actually being able to continue living as a parent with a kid that died is effectively having to transform that space in some light. Like when a lot of the time there's parents that'll leave their kid's room exactly as it was. And I feel like the mourning never ends, but like it's always going to be harsh. The harshest it could be if like you just keep it the same forever.
Because you didn't want me here. You didn't have any space for me. You went into yourself, and what am I going to do? I can't crawl in there with you.
Well, I mean, now there's a bit more square footage in this house, seeing that there's a door on the other. There's a new addition to the home. Maybe this is a new, fresh start for the both of you, some sort of way.
If you really cared, you could have been there.
Hell, maybe once we walk into that door, there's going to be another bath. You know, maybe it's going to be another bed, another bath. Now the house value just increased. We could sell it.
You could have said something.
What?
You ran!
What am I going to say?
You could!
What am I going to say? Stop? Hey, Kara, stop. Don't paint her room. Don't paint her room. That doesn't fix the aching in my goddamn chest. What do you want? You want to erase her? You want to pretend that this didn't happen?
You know, I see her. I hear her. Every time I walk past her room, it's like she's still here. For me, she needs to be just a memory, or else I can't. I can't. It's like I just can't breathe in this house anymore.
Then let's leave together, okay?
I can't understand their marital. Like, were they together? The kid died, then he moved out. Because it seems like they're not like divorced. It seems like they're kind of just like separated.
I can't leave.
Yes, you can.
I can't leave. I guess what if she comes back?
Okay, when was the last time you slept? Okay, I'm gonna stay here tonight, okay? And I'm gonna keep watch of this door. If that'll make you feel better, okay? And we're gonna call someone in to look at it tomorrow. They're gonna take it off the hinges and you're gonna see it's nothing. Okay, please just trust me for once and go get some sleep. And tomorrow we're gonna take care of this.
I feel like you could call a motherfucker anytime, any day for enough money to pull that door hinge right off. I think it could be 3 in the goddamn morning and you could find a fucking carpenter or some sort of electrical guy that would be like a handyman that'd just be like, I'll give you $500 if you fucking show up right now. If you come, bring a sledgehammer.
Together, okay?
Or you just axe it down. Bro, but they don't know what's on the other side of the door. That's like the scary part. They could, like, I feel like she conveyed it wrong. She said she called the cops. They didn't believe her. She could literally just be like, home intruder, not a door spawned. She could be like, home intruder, he's in there. And then they're going to kick it down. Oh my God, a fucking baby monitor. They're going to, like, not look at it and then they're gonna like look at the baby monitor footage, and the door's just gonna be open. Get the fuck out of here. You're not getting tired that night. I hate that part of short horror movies in general. This shit truly happens to you maybe by night 4. Like, you're stuck somewhere staring at this baby cam. You would be wide the fuck awake. You would not even, no part of you would be able to fall asleep. You're not sleeping. You would just stare right at the door for 8 hours straight, no problem. It would go by, it might take a while, but you would fucking get it done.
Sprinting past is also risky, because one wrong move and you could get grabbed. You turn a corner and you see another survivor. They're alone and they're—
Bro, but I also know my speed, you know what I mean? Like, I know how fast I can run. So if I see a gap and I'm like 8% sure I'm going to make it, no, I'm not going to do it. But if I'm like, nah, I'm definitely clearing that. I see the zombie like hobble walking.
Sitting on a curb. From your first glance, they don't look injured.
See another survivor, they're alone sitting on a curb eating something.
What do you do? Option A, approach slowly and ask if they're headed towards the stadium. Option B, cross to the other side and keep walking without making eye contact. Option C, turn back and take a longer route. Or option D, make brief eye contact and nod, and then keep moving.
Where's option E, like, hit him in the head with a crowbar? Why are we never getting an extra answer here? Approach slowly as if they're headed towards the stadium. Cross the other side, keep walking without making eye contact. C. You want to avoid contact at all times. I'm going to go D. I'm going to aura check him.
So the correct answer here is option D, brief eye contact and keep
Love
moving.
that.
So the reason this is the right answer is because you need to acknowledge this person without becoming a variable. Making eye contact shows your confidence and the nod signals peace. Option B or C, ignoring or avoiding them entirely, could be read as weakness, and option A of approaching them is risky. You don't know their intentions or what they've lost. While climbing a fence, you
E, piss missile. Yeah, you got to show your dominance. You walk up behind him, you just start peeing on his sandwich. Then you give him the nod and you just keep walking.
Slice your palm open on exposed metal. It's not deep, but it's bleeding. What do? Option A, cover it quickly with whatever cloth you have. Option B, wash and disinfect it before sealing it up. Option C, ignore it because it's too small.
Chop off the hand.
All the matter. Or option D, wrap it in plastic to keep the blood from dripping.
B.
So the correct answer here is option B, clean and disinfect it. So the reason that this is the right answer—
pouring fucking mouthwash on it.
Is because any open wound is potentially an infection point, especially if you're touching surfaces or dead bodies. Every small cut matters in an unsanitary environment. And here you're protecting yourself from both regular and zombie-related infections. You find gasoline and a lighter in an abandoned garage. Do you rig a Molotov cocktail for zombie defense?
Yes.
Option A, yes, because it's an explosive distraction and it destroys the zombie on contact. Option B, yes, but only as a last resort.
B.
Option C, no, because fire spreads unpredictably and it draws attention. Or option D, no, it's better saved for sterilizing tools.
Ooh, D. D. What? Oh, lost audio. Fire spreads quickly, unpredictably. Fire rarely instant kill zombies. That is true. It would be better for, like, people.
When your route was blocked. It's a small space with one door. No.
You're taking shelter in a back room of a corner shop after your route was blocked. It's a small space with one door, no window.
No windows, and a zombie is just stumbled in from the front. Inside this room with you are a metal drawer, a kitchen knife, duct tape, and a narrow closet with slatted wooden doors. You have seconds to react. What do? Option A, tape the knife to a broken broom handle and prepare to fight. Option B, hide silently in the closet and hope it passes. Option C, climb onto the metal drawer and prepare to strike from above. Or option D, make noise to lure the zombie fully in and then try and slip behind it and escape.
Oh, God, these all seem bad. These all seem really bad. I'm stuck in a room with a zombie. I either make a shitty weapon, hide, make a lot of noise, and strike from above. I'm gonna go C.
So the correct answer here is option C, use elevation and timing. So the reason this is the right answer is because standing on the drawer gives you both height, force, and also angle to strike the zombie. As established
because you're going for the head.
before, these zombies are slow moving, so if you wait for it to enter and then drive a downward strike where it counts, this is probably your best bet. Option A, making the DIY spear, is not a good idea because makeshift spears often are not going to hold.
Did YouTube just break? YouTube's down? You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding.
Standing on the drawer gives you both height, force, and also angle to strike the zombie. As established before, these zombies are slow moving, so if you wait for it to enter and then drive a downward strike where it counts, this is probably your best bet. Option A, making the DIY spear, is not a good idea because makeshift spears often are not going to hold up in real pressure. A taped knife is—
Well, yeah, dude, it's fucking taped. You're not going to get through somebody's skull with that. We don't need to know why those answers are bad. I know those answers are bad. You fought off a zombie at close range. You're unbitten, but it blood spattered on your mouth and hands. What do you do first? Oh, God.
What do you do first? Option A, wipe yourself down with a towel or cloth. Option B, rinse with soap and water immediately. Option C, disinfect your skin with hand sanitizer. Or option D, wait and see if symptoms appear.
C.
So the correct answer here is option B, rinse with soap and water.
What? I would have thought, dude, like alcohol, like just get rid of it.
The reason this is the right answer is because if the virus spreads through blood, then you have to treat it like a biohazard. Soap and water removes infectious material better than alcohol. And sanitizer can't neutralize any contamination in the eyes or the mouth. Speed matters here, so waiting to see if symptoms appear is also a terrible idea. So by this point, all of your clean water is gone. You find a puddle of murky water next to a corpse that's clearly been mauled by zombies. What do? Option A, boil the water because heat kills everything. Option B, filter the water with cloth and then boil it. Option
Why is the music getting louder?
C, avoid it unless you have proper filtration. Or option D, dilute it with cleaner water and hope it's safe.
Boy, like the music's like 200% right now. Boil it, filter it with a cloth, then boil it. Avoid it unless you have proper filtration. Dilute it with cleaner water and hope it's safe. C.
So the correct answer here is option C, avoid it.
Yeah, bro, the fucking dead zombie. A dead zombie's in the water.
Without proper filtration.
Or next to it. Oh, fuck no.
So the reason this is the right answer is because while boiling is effective against bacteria, it's not effective against all viral agents or chemical contaminants. And you don't know enough about zombie blood to know if it contains persistent infection particles. Option B, filtering with the cloth and then boiling, is also a bad idea because filtering only removes debris but not pathogens. You're inside a store with broken glass on the floor. A group of 4 zombies wanders in from a side entrance. They haven't noticed you yet, and you're crouched behind the checkout counter. What do? Option A, crawl quietly against the back wall to the emergency exit. Option B, stay completely still until they pass, even if it takes hours. Option C, throw a metal object to the far corner and sneak out the front. Or option D, try and separate one from the group and take it down.
B. Because there's glass everywhere. Any distraction won't work.
So the correct answer here is option C, use noise tactically. The reason this is the right answer is because zombies react to sound, and you don't want them investigating your section of the store. Throwing an object quietly obviously creates false noise distraction, and it also gives you a chance to exit.
Yeah, but there's glass everywhere. Why are you saying there's glass on the floor? I'm getting baited.
Option B, waiting, was a valid answer, but it's a gamble on your time. And option A is a bad idea because if you can remember from the scenario, there's glass on the floor, and crawling on glass is just risk. Option D, engaging one, is dumb. You should probably know that by now. You should always avoid confrontation if possible, and remember there's a group of zombies.
Unless I got a fucking gun with a silencer.
Other ones will hear.
Dead.
So you continue making your way to the stadium. You're almost there. When you're 2 blocks away from your destination, you realize that someone is quietly following you at a distance. They haven't called out yet. What do? Option A, call them out and ask them to identify themselves. Option B, pick up your pace, make several turns to test if they're tracking you. Option C, stop abruptly and wait for them to catch up so you can confront them. Or option D, turn around and start walking towards them to intimidate them.
Stop abruptly and wait for them to catch up so you can confront. B.
So the correct answer is option B, change your pace and test if they're following you. The reason this is the right answer is because if someone's following you silently, you should never confront them directly. Change your pace and take sharp turns, and if they match you, it's deliberate. Once you establish they are in fact following you, then you can break the line of sight and change direction. Talking to them or walking
Break the line of sight, bro. I'd be charging their ass at that point.
towards them gives them control, and you need options here that minimize risk. So you've just changed pace and you've made several
Bro, I don't know. I feel like the fear factor on humans is so different, bro. Some guy's following you from a distance in a zombie apocalypse. You just turn at him and just fucking run at him like a maniac. Like he's gonna imagine somebody does that to you. Like you're planning on attacking that guy and that's how he reacts. You're now vulnerable. You're running away. Like he's not getting you.
Sharp turns and they match every move. So now you know they're deliberately following you. You're still 2 blocks away from your destination. What do you do?
Like,
Option
that'd freak
A,
me out.
duck into a building, break the line of sight, and then exit via a back route. Option B, run the final 2 blocks to lose them and reach the evacuation point as fast as you can. Option C, hide in a shadowed spot and ambush them when they pass. Or option D, shout at them that you know they're following and threaten them to back off.
A.
So the right answer here is option A, break the line of sight and exit from another route. So the reason this is the right answer is because breaking the line of sight is power here. Once this person can't see you, you regain tactical control of the situation. Entering a building also gives you many alternate exits, angles, and barriers. And most people that are following you don't expect sudden lateral movement. Most likely they're watching you for forward momentum. And if you break the line of sight, you now have options to either double back, wait it out, or have a more controlled confrontation on your own terms. Option B, running to the evacuation point, is a bad idea because it shows desperation, and more importantly, you're going to lead them to your only safe haven and potentially compromise it. Option C, ambushing them, is also a bad idea because even if you win, you risk injury or noise. And you don't know anything about this person, so it's very unlikely that you're going to control the fight. Option D, threatening them out loud, is also a bad idea because aggressive posturing only works if you have leverage in the situation. Otherwise, you're escalating a situation where that person might feel cornered or it provokes violence. So you've successfully evaded this person and you're now 1 block away from the evacuation zone. A lone zombie is blocking the gate entrance. It's slow, but it's fully alert and squarely in your path. You have a crowbar, a flashlight, a water bottle, and a cracked riot shield that you found earlier. What do you do? Option A, use the riot shield to push it aside and run past. Option B, blind the zombie with a flashlight and strike it over the head with a crowbar. Option C, wait for another person to draw its attention and then move. Or option D, throw your water bottle to the far side of the street and then rush through.
Blinded with a flashlight? Bro, what is this, a fucking CS lobby? Wait for another person to draw its attention and move. Well, I don't know if anybody's going to do that. I'm going to go A.
So the correct answer here is option A, push through with the shield. So the reason this is the right answer is because bypassing is always smarter if you have the option, and here disabling the zombie is not necessary. A riot shield gives you both force and direction. Option B, fighting the zombie, again risks too much noise and injury, and you're this close to the destination. Combat is unnecessary here if you have the option to redirect and move on. For your best chance of survival, you should always avoid fights unless they're absolutely required. We've seen you the zombie guards earlier, and so now you're panicked looking crowd.
I'm trying to get through this last question here. You arrived near the evacuation site, surrounded by high fencing with guards and fatigues.
Nearby. You accidentally dropped your crowbar fencing, guards, and you can see a panicked looking crowd nearby. You accidentally dropped your crowbar during the encounter earlier, and so now you're unarmed. What's the most strategic way to approach? Option A, push through the crowd because urgency signals that you need help. Option B, wait nearby and watch how the guards treat incoming people. Option C, call out from a distance and raise your arms. Or option D, walk directly to the guards, show your hands, and stay silent.
D.
So the correct answer here is option B, observe before approaching.
Damn it! What, like they're just gonna shoot you right in the head and they see you got fucking cut?
So the reason this is the right answer is because evacuation zones are often unstable. You don't know if the guards are armed or overwhelmed. Option A, pushing in, could get you mistaken for a threat, and option C draws attention to you again without you having further context. Option D, walking up silently, can also be seen as evasive or again potentially confrontational. The safest thing to do is still to watch protocol and then mimic it calmly. So that wraps up the last of the questions, and hopefully you made it. So count up how many of the answers you got correct.
How many did I get right, chat? I feel like I got like 15 right.
You should now have a score out of 28. So now I'll tell you what your score means and whether or not you would have survived the zombie apocalypse. So if you scored between 26 and 28, you would have survived. You're calm under pressure.
Oh, I'm fucking cooked. Maybe I got 17 to 21.
You're tactically sharp, you're rare, and you're adaptable. Most likely, you would have lasted months into this outbreak, maybe even years. And you're the kind of person that other survivors want to follow. If you scored between 22 and 25, then you most likely survived the initial outbreak and you navigated long-term danger pretty well. You made some mistakes here and there, but luckily it was nothing fatal. With a good group, you're likely to survive. If you scored between 17 and 21, you'd likely scrape through the first wave, but stumble very often. You probably wasted unnecessary energy and you took unnecessary shortcuts. Survival for you is possible, but you'd need luck and good alliances.
That's the gamblers section. All or nothing.
If you score between 12 and 16, your chances are unlikely. You're likely a liability to your group, you burn through supplies, you draw noise, and you probably also
a burden to the group. Okay.
Yourself. Unfortunately for you, surviving past the first few weeks is unlikely. And finally, if you got 0 to 11, then you're a casualty on day 1. You probably wouldn't make it through 24 hours, maybe not even the first hour. Most likely, you'll be one of the first bitten and also first remembered in the what not to do in survival briefings. Thank you for watching this.
Remembered, bro. They're gonna forget your ass if you die fucking day 1. Off. What? What? I mean, maybe like... Are the minions looking at it at a utilitarian perspective where if Gru shrinks and steals the moon, that stops ocean tides and overall would turn into the like fucked rotation of Earth and kill all humans? Like, is he thinking... Are the minions going like in depth right now to like, hey, if Gru steals the moon, the adverse effects of stealing the moon would result in the death of all humans? I feel like that would be like maybe where they're going.
Ice cave in the Arctic, the minions trekked south into Soviet territory.
Wait, what?
From their ice cave in the Arctic, the minions trekked south into Soviet territory. In St. Petersburg, they learned of Hitler from a Soviet newsreel while huddled inside a theater for warmth. The film warned of a power-hungry dictator threatening freedom and peace, the perfect traits for an evil master. When they reached Nuremberg, the minions immediately knew they were in the right place. Posters with Hitler's face on it were plastered everywhere. Swastikas were hanging from every building. The streets were packed with cheering Germans. For them, no.
Wouldn't the minions immediately just get clipped and murdered in World War II times? Because the army would just be like, who the fuck? Oh, wait, no, they're immortal. They can't die. They can't die. It's hypothetical? No, because they can't die. Minions canonically, I don't think they reproduce. I think there's like a given number of them, but they're invincible, yeah.
They were in the middle of a military parade. The minions are quickly arrested. While in prison, they caught the attention of Heinrich Himmler. Himmler was the head of the SS and deeply obsessed with the occult. He claimed that the master race came from Atlantis and believed that SS soldiers had reincarnated warrior souls. The minions spent the next 18 months in—
He fucking believed that? Heinrich Himmler thought that the soldiers that were serving him had reincarnated souls from Atlantis. Like, I don't know which part of this is historical and which is like, you know, panning into, we're talking about the minions here.
During Nazi experimentation and torture. After cruelty proved ineffective and vivisection impossible, attempts at communication were made. Picture cards and gestures eventually revealed the minions' mission. Himmler made a phone call. Mein Führer, he said. I believe I have found the origin of the master race. Gain the favor of their emissaries, and the war is won. Hitler is skeptical, but the evidence from the minion torture trials was indisputable. By now, the war was in full swing, and
Minion torture trials. What? So they started fucking, like, cutting up the minions, and they just had no reaction? I always assumed a minion would be, like, elastic. Like, you could kind of punch a... You could grab a minion and squeeze it to, like, a compressed cube and let go, and it would just, like right back to what it looked like prior. Like, they can't, you can't cut it, like, their skin's impierceable, you could shoot them, nothing would happen. They're kind of like rubber creatures. Put subtitles on, hard of hearing, okay, I'll put yes, I will put subtitles on for this video.
Nazi forces had experienced their first major defeat at the Battle of Britain. They had to exploit any possible advantage. And so, the minions became Hitler's constant companions. While living at Hitler's residence...
I mean, honestly, if we're really going into, like, the canonical abilities of minions, if you have the minions on your side, you physically can't lose. Like, you can't stop them. You couldn't stop a minion.
Residents, the minions were subjected to a constant stream of Nazi wartime propaganda, which they understood as movie nights. They'd get fitted for tiny uniforms, and soon literally be marching in lockstep. They deliver speeches at rallies and feel the rush of the loyal, ecstatic crowd's adoration.
I'm gonna say, though, like, aren't the minions more serving of evil masterminds that kind of have, like, idiotic ideas? Like, I'm going to destroy the sun! Not, I want to eradicate an ethnic group of people. You know? Like, I don't think the minions would really get behind the vibe of Adolf Hitler. Just off of my watching of, you know, Despicable Me 1, 2, 3. I don't think that I think they would see what's going on and then go, ugh. I don't know.
They toured the country, accompanying Hitler to demonstrations of the latest...
Stealing the moon was idiotic. Yes. That's like a kid's idea of something that's evil. Like, that's the minions serve childish evil ideas. Like, if you asked a 5-year-old, like, what's something really evil? They'd be like, I'm gonna eliminate soda. Which would actually probably benefit society, you know? Like, they would say something stupid like that, because it's a kid's movie and the minions are dumb, right? The 5-year-old isn't gonna be like, well, I would get rid of this group of people.
Wunderwaffen, like Heavy Gustav, the largest gun ever fired, even to this day.
They served Napoleon, true.
It shot shells the weight of 2 pickup trucks at targets over 20 miles away. It was pure catnip for the minions, who were seeing a fully mechanized superweapon for the first time. That night, the minions came to a consensus. They would contact their people and introduce them to their Fuhrer. It was during a demonstration of a futuristic jet fighter that Stuart's eye began to open. Bored with the technical details, he wandered off, away from the spotless showroom full of sycophantic Nazi scientists. He opened a door to the production line and was hit with a wave of hot, acrid air. Rows of haunted eyes looked up at him from dirty, gaunt faces. They were forced laborers, brought in from occupied territory. Stuart's heart plummeted. Was this the fate that awaited his kin? These men weren't minions, they were slaves. German guards descended on them with their cudgels, and Stuart could bear no more. He looked away. The other minions were reluctant to believe what Stuart had seen. Worse, Bob began to defend Hitler's actions. He was young, impressionable, his head full of ideas like patriotism and loyalty. Stuart begged the others to flee with him, but Bob refused, and Kevin wouldn't leave him behind. During a state dinner, Stuart slipped away and hid inside a shipping crate destined for Poland.
I can't believe I'm actually watching this right now. Like, can I say, this is like, I'm really trying to, like, get my head into this verse right now. But it's like, he's sitting there going, Bob's trying to defend Hitler's ideologies, but Stuart, on the other hand, really just wants him to be a part of the team.
The next few days moved quickly. Kevin and Bob spent their days in Hitler's war room. The Nazis were planning a surprise invasion of the Soviet Union, with a secondary goal of making contact with the minions still waiting in the ice cave. They'd follow German troops as far north as Leningrad, then travel with a specialized detachment equipped to traverse the Arctic expanse. All that was needed was for Kevin to point out the ice cave on the map. He hesitated, just for a moment, but Hitler noticed. Back at Hitler's home, he invited Kevin into his study. He commended Kevin's bravery for going on this mission, which will bring the yellow Wundervolk to the forefront of the Nazi war effort.
And keep in mind, half of this conversation is right. You have Hitler trying to communicate with a fucking minion right now, and he's just going banana as a response.
Unfortunately, he says with sudden menace, Bob will not be joining you. He'll stay here, right by my side. Do you understand? Kevin understood. Bob would serve as collateral to make sure Kevin completed the mission.
Collateral for what? You can't kill Bob. They're invincible. They're like rubber. They have the gum power. You can't fucking hurt them. You can't threaten. What do you mean? What? So he's saying, oh, I'm going to if you don't complete this mission, Bob's going to get it. Bob's going to get what?
Meanwhile, Stuart came out of his crate and into a nightmare. The Warsaw Ghetto saw nearly 500,000 Jews crammed into an area hardly bigger than 1 square mile. Nazis distributed less than 200 calories per day, with the intention of creating mass starvation. Most of the food was smuggled, and this was how Stuart proved his loyalty to the Jewish resistance. When the true purpose of the Nazi resettlement program became clear, the resistance prepared for battle. Soon, Stuart was smuggling more than food. Weapons, fuel, anything that could help the resistance. He became known as the Yellow Golem, after the tireless servant.
He could just kill Hitler! What the fuck are we talking about? This guy made an entire fucking movie. Bro, he's literally right next to him at all times. He could just fucking shoot him. What do you mean? He's like inadvertently he's doing like all smuggling and helping people. Bro, just fucking kill him.
When SS forces entered the ghetto, they were prepared. Victory was impossible, but at least this way they could go out on their own terms. In the ensuing uprising, Stuart led an effort that smuggled dozens of civilians to safety, then threw himself into battle. He burned out a German tank with just gasoline and a cigar. But in the end, the Nazis razed the ghetto to the ground. Stuart was ready to die with his fellow partisans, but at the last possible moment he was smuggled out, and into the hands of American intelligence. Now at Leningrad, long-range air...
The American intelligence chloroformed fucking Stuart. What, and brought him to Alamo to help build the nuclear bomb? Where is this story going? Where's this story going? He's gonna go meet Oppenheimer?
Craft with skis were prepared for their one-way mission. Kevin noticed weapons being loaded, and explosives. It was only then that he began to realize the true extent of his collaboration. And his people, his innocent, naive kin, would pay the price. He thought of Bob and felt a welling of...
Kin? They're their kids? How do they fuck? How does a minion reproduce? It's budding. We had a whole conversation about this the other day. It has to be like budding. How does a minion reproduce? Minions don't reproduce in a normal way. They're essentially immortal beings that evolved from single-cell organisms at the dawn of time, with their numbers remaining relatively consistent through history, though some theories move and movie moments like Stuart turning into a chicken and laying an egg suggest unusual asexual methods of just poofing them into existence. They don't reproduce sexually or asexually. Their numbers don't grow or shrink significantly. Well, they wouldn't grow or shrink at all. They're all male. Well, they don't have penises. Why? If they can't reproduce sexually or asexually, what is the point of them having a sex? They're just minions.
They flew until the plane's tanks were run dry. When they landed, the commandos began to cannibalize the aircraft.
How do they pee? I don't know if they eat, dude. I've only ever seen them eat bananas. I've only ever seen them eat bananas. I don't even know if they eat the bananas. I feel like they just like bananas because they're yellow. I don't know. I need more info about minions before we go further.
The mood was grim. They had no means of return or resupply. They had to rely on the word of a minion that there would be anything at all at the location. Worse yet, a strong headwind meant they landed short. They estimated a 2 weeks trek to the cave. Kevin led them there, hating himself the whole time. He ate his last banana and thought of the absurdity
They eat bananas.
of a tropical fruit in the frozen Arctic. It took even longer than anticipated.
Kevin was pondering the absurdity of a tropical fruit in an Arctic area. Really?
almost 4 weeks in the end. When they arrived, the commandos were half-starved. They were ready to descend on the Minion village and loot it for anything edible, even Minion flesh. In order to prevent mutiny, the commando leader held a gun to his second-in-command and executed him in cold blood. Kevin is sent into the ice cave alone. To be reunited with the others after all he experienced felt joyous at first, but it gave way to a deep gulf of pain and separation. The past few years left him utterly changed compared to the naive minion he was nearly 4 years ago. He took the podium and spoke of what he had
Yeah, how simple life was when they used to just serve a T-Rex.
Seen and done. He warned against blind devotion to a charismatic leader, the end result of hate.
And then they all go, ah, papaya, bah. Ah, papa boy. They all understand what he's saying.
Then he explained their present situation. He begged for forgiveness and rallied the minions together. When they emerged from the ice cave to greet the Nazis, they were armed. Their resistance was met with machine guns and rifles. It was shaping up to be a massacre, but the minions would no longer bend to tyrants. Suddenly, the commandos noticed a cloud of ice on the horizon, approaching faster than possible. At its center, a yellow speck. It was Stewart, but he was completely transformed. American scientists augmented him in an accelerated version of the Mega Minions program from Despicable Me 4. The order was given to fire.
I haven't seen Despicable Me 4.
But Mega Stewart was there. Bullets bounced off of his rocky yellow hide as he worked himself into a frenzy. The SS commandos could do nothing as Mega Stewart sadistically killed them, the horrors of Warsaw fresh in his mind. The leader took Kevin hostage and revealed the detonator to a bomb. He threatened to collapse the ice cave. They were standing on its roof. Mega Stewart simply reached out his arm.
They can't die! What? Don't step any further. Don't step any further or Bob gets it. Bob gets what?
Ripped the Nazis' mind to shreds.
What?
Mega Stewart simply reached out his arm and ripped the Nazis' mind to shreds. In seconds, he relived every atrocity he ever committed with such intensity his brain cooked like an egg. Several months later, Kevin effectively became the leader of the Minions, and they began construction of an impenetrable ice fortress around the cave. Minions
the Pentagon!
Proved to be far more isolationist in this timeline, and the next time they exposed themselves to humanity, they would be prepared. One morning, Kevin walked in on Stewart putting on his super suit. It's time to say goodbye, Stewart.
Oh, I thought that was just his body.
Explained. His American handlers needed his help on the Pacific Front, and he was duty-bound. Years later, Stewart testified at the Nuremberg.
I wonder how Stewart's gonna feel about the Vietnam War in the coming years.
Trials. They showed all that remained of Hitler's body.
What do you think his response is gonna be there?
Just a burnt jawbone found in a bombed-out crater. On the slide, Stewart noticed the remains of a pair of goggles, cracked and blackened by heat. That was all that was left of Bob as well, he realized with mounting horror. Poor Bob, sweet, innocent Bob. It seemed he had stayed by Hitler's side throughout his final days in the Führer bunker, although rumors of a yellow creature spotted in Argentina persisted for decades.
Bob fled to Argentina to live out Nazi ideologies in a German community in South America.
War began. Stewart played an instrumental role for American intelligence. He worked alongside the supervillain known as the Bald Terror, who would later prove to be the father of one Felonious Gru. Spy satellites revealed a plutonium production complex at the Minion Autonomous Oblast. But all that happened in Minions 2, Cold War. While researching this video, I was actually able to find Bob's goggles on eBay. I bought them, I couldn't resist, and I went and put them on my shelf. I can't wait to see what else goes up here. If you like this, you'll probably like my next video too, which I'm calling I Get $1 Million, but I'm hunted by a genius gorilla for life. I'm trying to make these videos.
I gotta subscribe to Mitchell Sack, bro. This guy is fucking... What video is he making? Oh my god. Hunted by genius gorilla for life. He just posted that 2 hours ago. Bro, he only has 3 videos. Oh my god. Thriving internet theory. This one from a goofy idea based on a meme to a genius alternate history thriller. Top 10 debut video. What if Assad kidnapped Bob from Argentina to go on trial? Must be the sequel to this. The Minions served Pharaoh, Dracula, Napoleon, 3 figures responsible for innumerable deaths and enslavement. They would find absolutely zero issues with Hitler's atrocities. Yeah, I mean, like, aren't they effectively just... I mean, that's if we're going... Like, I'm just basing how I perceive Minions, how they act and how they think off of their interactions with Gru. But if you're going off of the Minion movie and how they... and who they've, you know, like, served previously... they would technically be fine with anything that anyone did. But how do you think they would find the most evil person? After him, it's like, now there's just a handful of people that are like serial killers, dictators. I feel like it has to be in a utilitarian perspective of like, who's doing the most evil worldwide? All right. I gotta piss real quick, then we're gonna... I visited the Mole People Underground. They live with no sun. This is about, I think, the homeless population that's kind of like made their own city under Las Vegas.
Underneath Las Vegas, there is approximately 200 miles of tunnel network. These tunnels have become a secret world for the so-called Mole People. Anybody?
I don't understand how they have full setups in the... what are these called? Like water channels? I don't understand how they set up furniture and technology and shit down there, because whenever it rains, it floods so bad that some of them die. It never rains. No, look up videos. Bro, what is the name? It's the Las Vegas tunnels flooding. And it gets so bad that it's like waves of water. Las Vegas tunnels flooding. Like, this is it starting. And all of that water's gonna go into the ducts. So that's why it's so dangerous for them to live down there, because it wasn't meant for homeless people. It's meant for like water escape travel, because it's such a dry area that when like an inch of rain occurs, it's like a tsunami.
It hasn't come out and seen the light of day in a long time. I don't know if I want to meet them. They might not be civil. These tunnels are 7 floors down.
Do we have any flashlights?
Hey. People turn gray down here. There are people out there that haven't seen the light of day and never will.
The city dazzles with luxury hotels, casinos, and endless entertainment. Millions of people visit.
Wow, they literally never come out? How many people live under Las Vegas? Do you think they have a stat on that? How many people live in the tunnels of Las Vegas? I would guess like a few thousand. 1,200 to 1,500 people live in the storm drain tunnels beneath Las Vegas. Some estimate the number is even higher. Wow. So that's like a small city.
Las Vegas.
Under Las Vegas.
Every year, but many don't know what exists just below this desert paradise. The endless darkness has slowly...
Yo, you're on crack. You think I'm walking in that tunnel pitch black? Would I pay some random guy that's going to give me a tour? Yeah, man, I'll show you the tunnels.
The way people think and behave.
I got shot in the head with a gun.
Somebody died right where we were standing last night.
Some of them were even born into this dark world. These people have no idea.
Oh no, there's like babies in there.
And they hide in these tunnels to stay away from the law.
The police radios and stuff would not work down here. So what you're looking at is a map of the tunnels in Las Vegas. There's about 1,500 people that live in that system.
The tunnels have their own names, like neighborhoods, right?
Yeah.
Nobody on the street level knows what is going on.
Do you think the majority of the people that live in the tunnels under Vegas are people that went broke from gambling? Like, how did they even end up? Because it makes a lot of sense when there's, like, homeless people in Cali or certain big cities because it's, like, warm or there's just an influx of people. But, like, Vegas is in the middle of nowhere, right? Like, you don't become homeless and then go to Vegas. Like, there's a lot of people that become homeless and then move to California. Not move, but, like, start walking there or going there. Drugs? Yeah, because there's also, it is a big fucking, like, gambling / illegal activity hub, I guess. Relocated for a job.
Deep into the tunnels, which are connected to many other tunnels. Let's descend into darkness, where these tunnel people have built their lives.
This is the Narcan, the nasal spray. So if you see somebody overdosing, you can hit them with this, and it'll bring them back. You get 30 minutes, you still have to call an ambulance. Super easy, pop it out, right in the nose.
We can't just walk in unless we're with Rob, who survived 5 years down here. The entrance is blocked with metal bars to stop people.
Why can't they go down without Rob? Because they would get, like, attacked? Like, they know Rob? Like, Rob's their in? He's, like, the middleman connection guy? So he used to live down here, and now Rob's out, like, he's not homeless anymore.
From entering, and to keep trash out during floods.
What is the worst thing that happened to you in tunnels?
Probably the flood that we had a few years ago when I lost 2 of my best friends.
The ground...
Bro, see? Random flood, 2 of his friends died, and that's only the people that he knows. 1,500 people fucking live down here. People just drowning.
Las Vegas is extremely hard, so rainwater can't soak into the soil the way it normally would, to prevent flooding on the streets.
Oh, see, that's the type of video I was looking for.
These tunnels were...
Holy shit. Dude, literally thousands of gallons of water just... And you're, like, asleep. It's pitch black down there. You're fucking sleeping. You hear, like, water rushing. You don't even have time to run.
Built to direct water under the city. So when it rains, the water rushes straight into the tunnels where people are living. Even on a sunny day in the city, a rainstorm 15 miles away in the mountains can send a flood rushing down these tunnels in minutes. Every time this sudden disaster hits, people in this massive underground city lose their lives to drowning.
A lot of trash here.
We ran into Nate first. He warned us not to enter the tunnel.
Why do people go so far into the tunnel then? Like, why not hover kind of, because it's more safe, I guess, from, like, other people or other people that are living in the tunnel? Because, like, wouldn't you want to just live right on the outskirts of the tunnel so then you could get out?
I stay away from the deep parts of the tunnel.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, this guy only hovers at the front.
What's the reason for that?
Just because the unknown. I don't know what's down there. It gets smaller and smaller as you get to...
Okay, the curiosity would kill me, though. Like, wanting to know what's in there and what, like, people have kind of, like, brought miles into these tunnels. Like, full setups. They got a couch, TVs.
You get to where you got to crawl.
They just got... Was that a fucking engine?
Crawl. From what I know, these tunnels are 7 floors down.
Dead bodies? You think there's dead bodies in there? Because nobody's going in there to clean it up. So if somebody dies, they're just in there. Because they're not sending, like, firemen or people down here to come fucking collect.
There's rooms off in these tunnels, service rooms that anybody could be in there, you know. You'd be kidnapped, killed, hostage, burnt alive, it don't matter.
Whatever danger hides deep in the tunnels, Toby has faced it.
I'm back here in the dark, you know what I mean? Dark, dark.
What is the worst thing that happened to you down in these tunnels?
I got attacked one time, like 3 Cuban dudes. One of the guys came in my spot with the damn machete. He was one of the top dog dudes. But I handled my own, so I had a basket and I took it in there, threw it on its side, stuck poles in it, made one of them little Maltese cocktails. It's the only thing that saved me.
Anyone home, guys?
So he got into a fucking death fight in the middle of the tunnels when it was pitch black. Because 3 guys tried to, like, press him for his spot.
Territory.
Skinny Pete.
Anybody home?
Is that guy's name?
Do we have any flashlights? I'll check and see if I got one in my bag.
See, that would scare the shit out of me. I would never go down here. I would want to see what's down here, but, like, you're just walking, it's pitch black, you shine. Yeah, that's from Breaking Bad. That's one of the dealers, right? You're fucking walking, it's pitch black, you shine your flashlight, and there's just a person stoically staring off into the distance, just. And they don't even, like, they see your light, they don't even fucking look at you. Oh my god.
Do we have any flashlights?
That's so scary.
The woman, possibly under the influence of the substance, asked for Narcan.
If you actually know how to navigate, you can make it all the way underground in the tunnels without ever coming up to the surface. It can be done if you know the tunnel system well enough.
That is a fucking PC. How did they get that? And why is it a mile into the fucking tunnel? That is a disassembled PC. I don't even think the CPU's still on it. The GPU's missing.
So they're all basically connected.
Eventually they are passageways.
For the most part.
Of course, the RAM's gone. Yeah, the RAM prices are crazy right now.
This labyrinth may not look like a home to you, but stepping into their spots without warning could get us into serious trouble. Some of them are armed, and don't hesitate to use it.
You can hear the cars. You can hear it. Oh my God.
We're in the middle of the city right now, and they're literally driving over the heads of people that are living underground.
It's one of the rarest points that we see sunlight.
Here it is, the city. A life they're not part of, only able to watch from the underground. It's kind of an illusion that hides everything.
Yeah, because you're kind of like stuck in, if you have no money and you're homeless in Vegas, you're not going to like leave Vegas, you know? I mean, maybe you get enough money to get like a bus ticket to go elsewhere, but it's like Vegas is in the middle of nowhere, near nothing that's like usable for homeless people. Obviously, I mean, there is probably aid for homeless people there, but like I'm wondering how they get like daily food supplies, shelter, like clothing. Because like a lot of Vegas, yeah, they do have shops and stuff, but I feel like it's like a gambling hub.
Later, we saw the famous Caesar's Palace Hotel through the metal grate. Above, Nevada's casinos make over $15 billion a year. Below, people live in death traps of the city.
So twice a day, the hotels drop their filtration systems. That's why it hasn't rained in forever, but it's still wet.
Wait, what? Is the poop going down there?
The smell is very bad.
In certain tunnels, water flows in from the city's drainage system, and some people use it to take showers.
There are minutes.
Was that like a did somebody bring a hot tub down here? What is this? Somebody brought like a bath?
Water flows in from the city's drainage system, and some people use it to take showers.
There are many tunnels around here.
Yo, I would be like so nervous somebody would just come out of the shadows and fucking shank me. Like he's just, you can't see anything beyond this like graffiti right here.
Without our guide, we cannot come here.
One wrong turn and you're lost.
Someone left a note, rest in peace, and there's a cross here. Apparently, someone has passed on the spot. A lot of bicycles. He might build them and sell them. Oh. Because bikes are like cars out here. It's the only way of transportation. You have to have a bike to go anywhere, otherwise you have to walk all the time. It's a nightmare. Walking inside the tunnels takes a lot of time, I guess. Yes. I lived down here 2.5 years. I never used a flashlight.
How did you find your ways under the tunnels without flashlight?
Put my hand on the wall. And your memory.
Hand on the wall. Memory? You don't think your eyes adjust? It's that dark that you can't fucking see anything?
You know where everything is in your tunnel. It's your house. It's exactly the same thing out here.
Is that Tony? Yeah.
When I heard a voice echo through the tunnel, it hit different. This dark, damp tunnel that gives me goosebumps is actually where some people feel the safest and live. Here he is. At first glance...
Yeah, like, he has a whole setup. Does he, like, is it just a full wipe reset when a flood happens? You know? Because, I mean, he probably has some sort of knowledge of, like, when it's going to rain. But if it just randomly floods, does he just lose everything and then yeah, like somebody said rust wipe, actually. Like, I'm not trying to make a fucking video game reference, but it's like, it'd be like falling into lava in Minecraft. Like, you just lose all your items. Like, all this stuff. Look, he has a whole bed. He has crates, food items, shelving. Like, all that would just get swept away.
It looks like clutter, but to Tony, every single item is essential to his survival.
I've been in these tunnels for 6 years, and there has been times where we've had good people